how are you doing? Long time no see. How was everything with you over your wānanga? Hi there, hi everybody. Put some music going in the background. Just give it a few minutes, guys. Yeah, hard out, guys. Bit late, you know, always that last minute rush. It's like, oh, every time, Sonia. Last minute rush. Yeah, it looked awesome. It looked awesome. Got a really good community where you are, guys. That's awesome. Oh, shiz. Dropping stuff. That's good. See, there you go. And you're in your season. You're in your season, so this is an empowering time for you. Oh, did you? Awesome. Working hard. Good morning. Hi, Lucinda. Doing pretty good. Now that's cool, guys. Just keep stepping forward, eh? That's good. Have you got a new job? Kia ora. I'm just chilling tonight, guys. Oh, you're usually sleeping. Hello. Hello, Sharon. Oh, yeah. You're in the States. Yeah, it's probably really, really early morning, I guess. I wanted to do some during the day. I wanted to do like some lives during the day, but it's just the day. My days are really, really full on. It's just getting more and more busy with readings, but also with just life in general, embarking on some new projects, and just sort of connecting with some really awesome people. So it's been pretty full on in my personal life when it comes to just having time to actually do it for my international supporters and followers. I'd love to be able to get on from time to time and do just like a couple of hours during the day once things settle down. Vaya! Yeah, take your time, Kaz. Hi, Vaya. It's hard to, it can be, but hey, guess what? I'm going to put you first on my list, blue-eyed cat. I think that's a good sign. Why not? Oh, you want a card too, Kaz? Can I put you on the list too? Creative. Oh. Oh, Annie. Hi there. Hi, Nara. Yes, I am good, thank you. I am good. I've just had a lot going on, and hopefully things settle. It'd be nice. I'm getting to the stage where I just like would like to have some quiet, but you know, it's sort of like I said, big energies, so big movements, big changes, almost like big neon signs of direction going on out there. And I'm just going with it because it's sort of like my main energy would be to resist, always resist, out of fear. But in this season, and especially in Leo season, I decided to lean into it. This is something I've done personally for myself and just release that fear from my body. And literally from my mind, my body and my soul. And then I've just been finding doors opening everywhere. It's interesting. And I don't let that inner critic talk too loud. I lean more towards the positive and loving support systems and forms, thought forms that I have. And I just keep trying to do what I do my way. So, yeah, it's getting better. Would love a reading with you. All right, Nara, I'm going to put you down too. Why not? I'm going to start reading in a few minutes. Kia ora, Tyler. Kia ora. Okay. Oh. Hey, Kaz. Oh, you want to take the list after me? Okay, yeah, that'll be all right. Oh. Hey, Yash. Love you. Love you too. Okay, yeah, I'll take 5. I see Nadine's new. Don't forget to like, share, and follow me, guys. I appreciate that. Nadine. Mellow. I don't want to say your name wrong. And I saw one lady. Oh, thank you, Cuz. You don't have to. Kia ora. Jade Gold 93. All right. We're just going to get straight into it today, guys. I'm going to try and keep my readings fast because, I know I say fast, but if you've been here before, I do soul deep readings. I don't do love readings, so I'm just going to set the boundaries so you know. I'm not going to spy on your ex-boyfriend. I'm not going to dig into things I'm not allowed. I'm going to ask your soul for information for you. And usually it's for healing, to hopefully get you out of situations or energies or mind loops, thought patterns and cycles of pain and suffering, and find you some clarity and direction, to hopefully bring you something that allows you to see with clarity what you need to do for you. I am a little bit tired today, so don't mind the baggy eyes. I've just got out of the shower with makeup, it is what it is. And I send all my readings with love and good intentions because I feel like that's the right thing to do. I always come from a loving space. I had a really big grounding, and like I like to talk a little bit before I do messages, because I like to create that connection with you, so you know where I come from, what I think, and it's sort of just like a meet and greet, and you get to know me just a little bit better. I'll get to know you when I read you because it'll reveal things to me. But I was grounding outside. I had some really good discussions today with people, and you just see hope, slowly coming out, seeping into my world more and more, and I really, really love it, because some people out there, they don't even know that they do that. They don't even know how beautiful they are, and a lot of people are really starting to hear what they need to do, like feel it, know it, move towards it, and it's quite beautiful. And someone who I just hold the space. This is what I do. I hold spaces so that people can grow into themselves. You don't really want to keep them set or stuck in a situation. So anyway, I go outside and I do my grounding, and I'm grateful, and I feel this wave of love come in, because that's how I know I'm opening up my heart chakra to receive messages, opening up my mind to receive knowledge and connection with the universe. And like every time I feel that ultimate pull in my chest, boom, something's like really opening up, expanding. As soon as I do that, this shooting star goes right across the sky. And I was playing this song, which is the Surrender song, because that's been stuck in my head this afternoon. Whenever you're ready, you know that song? We all know that song. It's all over TikTok all the time. And that song's been stuck in my head. And as soon as we're shooting across it, then she goes right into that chorus. And it was just like the way the frequencies hit me was just like, I just felt completely loved and held in that moment, standing in my energy. And I got quite emotional. So I had to get over that for a bit, just sort of like releasing and letting go of any heightened emotions, so that when I bring these messages forward, I'm in a good space because I do have like a, big heart, so I feel things. And then the collective, there's a mix. There's a lot of really high vibrational people that are moving towards enlightenment for themselves. And there's a lot of people still in the dark. And my job is not here to convert you, change you, make you something different. My job, or at least I feel my service, is to allow you to find you. Because many of us have forgotten who we are deep down inside. And in my journey to discover myself and my soul, I've learnt so many different things about me that are, like, all my life I always felt that these were negative things, that they were discouraged, and that they were useless, pretty much, because whatever they were, whatever they are for me, didn't fit with the image I was chasing. And so that's why I spent most of my life being miserable. And in this change in my spiritual awakening, and then learning to read cards and such, really expanded my thought processes, my emotional state, my abilities, my skill sets, my connections here on earth and above, or around, I would rather say, because I know and I see who I am in my natural state. And that's just the soul space, or today was soul energy. So you're going to get something deep from me. There is a really big conjunction with Venus and Mars, so we're getting direct heart connection, especially with that Rahu conjunction. So it's sort of like everything's just coming into comets, literally hitting you right in the heart chakra. And I think that's, for some, a scary place, but it's so beautiful if you just surrender to it and let it hit you and let it fill you with love. And that's pretty much where I was at today. So, I do this to help people, and hopefully I can give you the message that you need. So soul deep readings, they are love energy. It is love, but it's not about anyone else, or at least if anyone else comes in, I'll acknowledge it. I'll acknowledge truthfully what I'm getting. But in the same respect, I'm only asking for you. So I know there's many people that want to know about their relationships. I'm probably not the reader for you. But if you want a relationship with yourself, if you want a deeper connection of knowing who you are, which ends up leading you to intention and purpose, you may find this message will really hit home for you. I am going to use different decks. We've got 3 decks lined up. They're the ones that want to come forward. So I've got tarot because it is Tuesday. I usually use tarot. Then I have the Wild Unknown, which is the animals. I want to use the fairies, but the fairies have they're artistic, so I can't always use them. And the Soul's Journey, because it's soul energy today. And hopefully we get a message for everybody. I know usually there's like 1 card readings, but I don't do that. And they're free. But if you'd like to follow me, share, comment, like, or gift, I appreciate it all. Thank you to everybody that's in here. There's a lot of people getting in. All right, sorry, I've lost messages. Yeah, I just take 5 at a time because it's easier, and we're just going to get straight into it. So, Blue-Eyed Pat, if you're out there, I'm curious to know. Well, just hang around and you might actually find out something. Donna Stanley, yes. You're here, that's probably why. Oh, kia ora. I've already got a list, but I will reopen it again. Okay, Blue-Eyed Pat. So this is something that I ask of everybody, and it's usually a space where we can synchronize our energy, or what? Synergy is my new word. And where we just take 3 deep breaths, and that aligns the mind, the body, and the soul, bringing everything back to wholeness, grounding down into the energy, opening up the heart chakra and the crown chakra, because an open heart and an open mind receives. And I'll create that safe space. Ask your guides for spiritual guidance for you, from your higher self, and for your highest good. I send every message with love and good intentions. Okay, guys? So here we go. I'm just going to ground down. And Pat, if you would like to breathe with me, I'm going to walk you through it. This is what I do every time. So this is why it usually takes time. Okay? So the first thing you do is breathe into your heart chakra really deeply and slowly. And so you just go, just holding that energy in there. And if you can imagine on your out breath, the heart chakra expanding or opening, okay? Then breathing deeply into the crown chakra. And on the out breath, just imagine this crown chakra expanding or opening. Okay, then we ground down into the energy, pushing the energy all the way down to the navel. Usually feel it pull when you hit the navel, it's the energy center. Tapping more into the feminine energy that allows us for a more nourishing connection. Okay. And then just go into a state of relaxation. You can keep your eyes closed or open them when you feel ready. I'm just going to tap in. That's that. Create a safe space. Okay. Look at it. I just said, can you just turn that song off? Because I've got my song playing because I was in the moment. So it's a collective song. So a lot of people are ready. They're acknowledging you're a giver. It's usually always the first thing. It's weird how many people sit at my table and they give without boundaries. So just be mindful of that. Giving without boundaries can leave you very empty. So acknowledging the empathy is a very strong trait that you have. Yeah. Okay, it's interesting because I think if you really care about someone, oh, that's so nice. So I just got a visual aspect. I haven't got a song yet, but it'll step in when it's ready. Of you, okay, so if you care about someone, you're the first person to reach out a hand and pull someone into your light. It's interesting because the light that I see from you is coming from above. So you may have really strong faith in your spirituality, however you view that for you. And you pull people into the light, which I really like, especially if you care about them. It's almost like you create the safe space for people too. I think you intuitively know if people are not well, like sick or have some kind of imbalancement. I think you just naturally gravitate to people that are unwell, which may make you feel like you're a little bit cursed because it's sort of like, every time I go towards people, they're really, really sick. But that's because there's a healing aspect to you. And plus, as an empath, there's usually a space where, you've attuned to something negative to protect yourself. And so you may pick up on people's physical ailments or even mental issues. You'll just see it in their eyes. It's an instinctual thing for you. But whether, you're female or masculine, you have a motherly sense of energy. So you care about people. That's that nourishing side of you. It's gotten you in trouble sometimes. They just said, got me in trouble sometimes. I care too much. Okay, I want to say it like this. You care so much because you have so much to give, but not everybody has the capacity to receive. Not all of us are born with a full, an empty storage space for love. Some of us have smaller and bigger, or less space, because it's not always a priority, the connection to people. You give without, it's an interesting thing because I feel like you give without expecting to receive a lot. You have generous of spirit is what I want to say about that. I feel like you often feel quite guided. You might be someone, like you sense something and you might instantly just look up to the universe and say, hey, I'd like some help, please. It feels like your faith is strong. That's how it feels to me. And we all perceive spirit in many different ways, whether that is talking to a loved one, talking to spirit guides, ancestors, Angels, we all view it differently, or God. I feel really comfortable with your energy. I don't know what they say, but you're a really good storyteller. I don't know, do you crack some mean jokes? Got a bit of a humour on you, bit of wit. This is like, it's like telling stories to people with the intention of lifting their spirits. So you're very generous. Yeah, because when I say you care about people, when you care about people, I feel like it's not just family or friends. This could be workmates, people that you've met at an event, and things like that. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense to you. So for me, that's my inner GPS connecting to you. Hopefully that makes sense for you. I'm going to pull some cards if we get stuck in there. Blue-eyed Pat, please. Yeah. Okay. Let's just say you don't keep your heart on your sleeve. You do. You have a big heart, but it's not on your sleeve. You're very, you got the Queen of Swords. I really like that. That for me, it says many things for many people. But it also means someone who, may spend a lot of time alone or a lot of time in deep thought. But this is, for me, the words that came forward were wise counsel. So someone will go to you. That's why you're always focused on one. Like whenever I see you pulling people in, there's always just one person at a time. I don't know. I feel like you're like a counselor of some sort, like someone who counsels people that have maybe relationship issues, because usually the Queen of Swords is someone that does that, someone who can observe, someone who can listen, someone who can give advice without attaching to the emotion. So that's what I mean. You've got great empathy for people and the way that they, but you don't let it affect you, sort of. I would say it does, but on the outside, cool, calm and collected. Let's see what's another personality trait. I'm going to ask for guidance now. Ooh. Earthworm though. Earthworm. And a soul card. Okay. Yeah. They're asking, just like Pat, really. Okay. I'm not drilling into this right now, but I'm just gonna say this. This is probably a very good time for you to learn to express yourself in a way that is real. Because my earthworm card is what I would call emotionally constipated. Now, like I said, you've got a big heart, but you don't wear it on your sleeve. So you do keep your emotions or feelings very protected. Here with the Queen of Swords, acknowledging that as well. You see that little bowl there behind there? I keep it safe, even though you do have the kindness to you. Yeah, twist. All right, they just sang me the song. You spin me right round, baby, right round. So yeah, you might have been through a lot of cycles of pain. This is why you are really wise about relationships and that. Let's just say you might have climbed many mountains. I'm sorry that I keep giggling, but it's almost like they keep like dropping like little songs like climb every mountain, search every sea, I don't know, follow every rainbow till you find your dreams. So I'm clairaudient really strongly, so your clairaudience is really jumping out at me. Okay, I'm just going to say it like this, Pat. I think I'm allowed to know the surface, right? I'm trying to look for the soul. The soul sometimes is under layers, all right? And that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Pat, you got the card dealt. This is why the earthworm is here, all right? So I was saying emotionally constipated, but sometimes that emotion is connected to negative feelings of fear, doubt, blame, and shame. The solar plexus holds that because, like I said, your soul is under layers, and the hardest layer for you to shift is to shift this doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. And this is something that's been coming forward a lot. It's just time to surrender. Time to surrender to the energy that's trying to change you. And you may find it very difficult to let go of things that have been, really holding on. And I'm starting to feel that tightness in the solar plexus. So it feels like you've held on to this for a very long time. And I don't believe it's changed your personality. But what it's done is that underneath the layers, you may come across very confident to many people, but deep down inside, I think you have really sat doubting. I want to say doubt, but it's more than just doubt, but that's the main energy that's blocking the solar plexus. Because when you open up the solar plexus and use it in a way that is or in positive direction, right, clockwise, if we move the energy clockwise, and it starts moving the way it should, you'll actually shift straight up into the fourth chakra, which is fourth dimensional energy. But right now, very in the dense 3D, and right now the 3D is going through some major stuff, right? And you're being asked to shift, you're being asked to change, but you doubt that calling. And the calling is the calling of your own soul, wanting you to align to a higher potential or a higher timeline where in 4D things like miracles can happen. You know what I mean? Miracles can happen. And I want to give that to you actually, that despite what's going on in your world, whether you have some illness as well, maybe that's what I'm picking up, you do have someone that you really care for. I saw a girl with long black hair. I don't know if that makes sense. She was the one you were pulling into your light. But even if you do have health issues yourself, it's sort of like, don't ever doubt that a miracle could happen for you. Because I think when you start realizing that it can happen, that things can change, that things can work their way into a better outcome and change that belief system that, like, when you doubt, you don't believe that you can have the things you want, you don't believe that you can have the things you desire, you don't believe that things will work out for the best. And I actually believe that you are someone that does believe that, but the world's kind of chipped away at that. And left you with all this doubt, whether in yourself or in others or even in the world. But know that miracles can happen for you. Okay, so I send it to you with lots of love, Pat. I hope that makes sense for you and helps you now or in the future. Thank you, blue-eyed Pat. Whew. That was, your energy is actually really nice. It's just very reserved at times. It holds back a little bit, but I think once it's almost like, I was fairly being gentle because there was parts there where I was like, come on, but I'm not here to convert you, I'm not here to change you, I'm here to simply show you a doorway, and that's up to you, whether or not you, thank you very much, whether or not you choose to go through that. All right, thank you, blue-eyed Pat. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's our lives. All right, Hawani, thank you for the share and the follows, guys. I appreciate that. I don't see the future, but if you want to be married, there will be a husband, I tell you. Yes, she's here. Oh, sweet. Okay, Cass, I'm just going to give these a bit of a shake. Shake. Shuffle. Shake, rattle, and roll just came into my head. That's why I said shake. Ooh, what does that mean? I don't think my singing voice is that. I've just had a lot of conversation, I guess, today. I'm going to do some la 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 la. Okay, Hawani. So if you'd like to take 3 deep breaths, breathing into your heart chakra, nice and slow, deeply. And as you exhale, expanding that heart chakra outwards, breathing into the crown chakra. And as you exhale, expanding the heart chakra outwards, or opening up, or visualizing it opening up. An open heart and an open mind receives. And grounding down into the energy. Breathing all the way down and out till you reach the navel. And then relaxing down into the energy. Shake, rattle, and roll comes in again. Okay, I got that straight away for you. Well, our connection's pretty good, so I don't have to dig too deep, but I just wanted to walk you through that. Okay, yeah, I like that. So this is an energy that's been coming forward a lot for me too, and it's fusion energy. Where different parts of you are being initiated to awaken. Skill sets, belief systems. Something I always talk about is more loving and supportive thought forms that are initiating into your energy, sort of like a DNA upgrade. With that shake, rattle, and roll, it's like shaking out the cobwebs, rattling the cage, and rolling with the energy. It's not like shake, rattle, and roll to destroy like a tower, but it is like a tower moment. And we have to understand that tower moments aren't always this colossal fall from grace, though often the tower card seems that way. Sometimes it's a beautiful, amazing insight or vision that just captivates you to the point where everything false that is in your life, or that is leading you astray, or that is draining you, simply becomes less valuable and less toxic, but let's say that it's sort of like your priorities shift in a way where these things that were not serving you, we always say that, not doing good things for you, and then being cast to the side and no longer the main focus, because now you have that vision or that epiphany or that insight. Sometimes a loud roaring lion call from the universe, or a sweet song just drifting in over the water. Fusion. It's like the lion roaring a sweet song. It's beautiful, peaceful, calm, soothing. I'm seeing, weird to say this, but you know how I always go to water whenever it's someone from New Zealand. They always take me to the water, and this time I didn't go to the beach. Usually I go to the beach because that's my waiting space. I met you at a lake, and on this lake is like steam, like fog, but not in a way that's scary or confusing, but in a way that's like, when the sun hits the water and the steam rises, it's like that, sun-kissed. I think this is a really great time for you energetically. You feel it, you know it, you've seen it. And it may not have been an epiphany of the spiritual aspect, but something you've manifested and seen in your life right now. It makes sense. It's the high I'm feeling. But in the same respect, this real beautiful soft hum. There's no there's no distortion, there's no fluctuation. It is simply this beautiful hum, the frequency. Yeah. Because you're already giving to it. You're not even resisting it. You are literally on the path of least resistance to your calling, to your soul, to your expression. It's beautiful. I feel very, I feel lighter, you know, like all the tension fell away from my body. I'm just existing. It's lovely. It's like no, well, I did hear though, no pain, no gain. So enjoy the moment while it lasts, because I feel like shake, rattle and roll, you will be asked to do some stuff for yourself, but some slightly uncomfortable or uncomfortable, or there will be some kind of discomfort, but they're in this moment relishing in your success. That's what the cards. All right. Honey, please. Honey. Oh, Temperance. You know what? Oh, I wanted to say it, but I didn't. But I knew it. And then you get Temperance, which is, I really like that. So Temperance is a Sagittarius card, by the way, but it's like a fire card. But this is my Fixed Angel card. This is the energy of alchemical change. Oh, yeah. Funny that. So let's just pull the rest of your cards before. As I'm sitting here, I'm just getting a lot of hits, so we'll just see what stays. Let's get all of it. Let's get the full picture. One more. For Hawaii, please. Oh. I love your cards. I'm loving your cards. I am. I'm loving your cards. So you got Temperance. This is a smoothing of situations. So like I said, just that beautiful hum, that smooth ride, the path of least resistance. The universe has turned things in your favor because they know you deserve it. That's one thing I want to say. But what I was getting like across the board, when I saw that vision of the steam rising from the water, it was like an alchemical soup. You know, it's like the universe is mixing things and creating things. You know, sort of like something's brewing in there. But it was like yeah. And then it's just weird that you get the Temperance card, which is about an alchemical change or change or smoothing out of situations. So that's what I said. It's sort of like you're being guided to do what you need to do naturally. You know what to do for yourself. And like, I like this because it is also about balance. It brings forward the card, sort of like balancing your light and your dark, being fully you. That's what it is. Instead of, when we have the light up high, right, and we neglect our dark side or the negative aspects of us. But a lot of the time that leaves us in imbalance. What we do is we bring them up to the same space, but we keep them together with love. It's sort of like not saying, oh, I'm just this only, I'm just light, because that's a lie. You're more than just that. You're a three-dimensional being. You have a mind, you have a body, you have a soul, and you have so much energy that you couldn't just be light. You have to be human, and humans are flawed and make mistakes, and there are negative aspects out there to us, to our personalities, and it's sort of like what's coming in is that you accept who you are. That's right. And then you have the oyster, bum, 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 emitting a frequency. By the way, see that? Like a radio. You're manifesting. And the cool thing about the oyster is, this is something I want to say to you real quick. Like I said, there was that shake, rattle and roll. There's something discomfort, just a slight discomfort coming forward. But that's the valuable part. Now we have to understand that in the discomfort, we grow much more better and faster and stronger. So with the oyster talks about the irritation of the sand creates the pearl. That the pearl is created, this precious, semi-precious gem or precious gem that many people love, which is the pearl of wisdom, by the way. pearl of wisdom, is created through the irritation of the sand. And so the oyster coats it so that it can keep itself safe. You know, it's a defense mechanism. But in the end, it creates something beautiful. And I feel like in you emitting a frequency of wisdom, of love, of less resistance, be acceptance, all that kind of stuff, surrendering to everything, it's actually manifesting something really, really amazing. And here we go, which is a calling, right? Here we have service. I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can help others. And the reason why all of this is happening for you, divinely guided, and creating the pearl of wisdom, is that you're going to help people. You're going to help people, not only by teaching them a skill, right? Not only by that, but by your presence and by what you know and your knowledge that you bring forward. I feel good when I help others, when I can help others, because you are a kind and generous person. I know that for sure. But because that's why you're kind and generous. You know, it's sort of like, you know, for without saying too much, for all the times that you were almost kept in the shadow, you know, that those times are past, because you know who you are, and now you're of service to people just like me, like doing what I do. This is my service to helping people. So in you teaching people how to create a living for themselves, how to make things from scratch, all the things that you do know, you're actually being of service and bettering the world around you. All right. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Hawani. I send that to you with lots of love and good intentions. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you very much. Woo. Okay. Water. Oh, someone's getting... Just for the person that... Just for the person that got expelled out, I just want to say this. If you've come to ask about your son being in a toxic relationship or anything like that, you have to realize that that is not yours to know, but for that person that's in that. It's their lesson to learn. And a lot of us have to release the control of wanting to know everything. We want to keep our loved ones safe. We want our children to not get into toxic relationships, but they have to go through their own form of healing, just like each and every one of us. You know what I mean? So love and support them, but don't try to convert them or change them or make them better. They have to choose to do that. And from someone who suffered with depression for many years, I guarantee you that change won't happen until they decide they want to change. So I'm sorry she got booted out, but it is what it is. Okay, Nara. Yeah, the energies. It's the energies right now. If you're feeling struggle, there is a Venus, Mars, Rahu conjunction in Aries. It is big. It is powerful. It is asking you to change. It is speaking directly to your heart and causing a lot of friction. If only to wake you up. This is like Jumpstart My Heart. This is a song that just came in. Thank you, Kaz. Jumpstart My Heart was a song that I just got in. This is like literally the universe coming in and waking you guys up for all those, you know, and don't be afraid of it. I know that's scary. Oh, you know, people hate. I hate healing. Healing's hard for me. I'd rather just be happy all the time, but you don't learn anything when you're just happy all the time. There is no value there because you get too comfortable. And when you get comfortable, you don't need to expand or change. So the universe is sort of shaking things up in a way that allows you to really grow. So just find out where it's hurting, find out what's happening, and let it be healed. Open up your heart, and if you cry, if you all of a sudden just feel all sorts of ways, go outside, cry, Put your feet on the earth and just say to the universe, just take it, please take it. I'll give it back willingly and lovingly and gently. Give it back gently. Because when it comes back, when it gets transmuted into love and it comes back to you, it's given back gently. So just be mindful. How you give, you receive. So if you cast away, that's what a lot of us do, like throwing our shadow over here, flinging our negativity over there. Don't work. It doesn't work like that. You got to transmute it. Otherwise, it just keeps coming back to where it belongs. All right. So Nara, I've got Nara, Nadine, and Jade Gold, 93. Oh, no, a leg. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm like jiggling low. Okay, Nara West. Okay, awesome. Okay, Nara, so we're just going to go through the 3 breath method. It's just something that I've sort of created because I like to have that connection. Ask for permission. It's part of my ethical reading. To also allows me to open up and GPS you, and it allows you to open up and receive and or connect with the healing that comes through the cards. And you would think, oh, healing doesn't happen through cards, but you'll be surprised what a card can do. If it's read right and given to you and delivered to you in the right way, it could literally open up your whole life. So now let's get into it. So I'm just going to do this, and feel free to take your 3 deep breaths slowly and deeply in your own time. And when you're ready, open up your eyes, and I'll just walk through this whole thing. I'm just going to breathe into my heart chakra. Expanding it outwards. Breathe into my crown chakra. And on the out breath, expanding it outwards. An open heart and an open mind receives. And then grounding down into the energy. Pushing the energy all the way down to my navel. Sacral chakra energy is really potent. Just saying. It is your creation navel. We ground down through the root chakra. We go in and connect with the sacral. And then we allow these two, the solar plexus and the heart chakra, to start vibing, right? And as soon as it starts working like that, boom, all these start lighting up. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, Nara. Solar plexus is a little bit heavy too. I would say for you, anxiety. Sometimes I get anxious sometimes. Like that kind of anxious, sit in very strong mind loops and think about things. They're really emphasizing this to me. I'm not getting a song. I don't know what's up with this. No singing today. I think they're being kind to me because my throat's a bit sore. I just feel this real strong need to bite my fingernails, but I don't have any. Too many years of playing sports, I can't handle long nails. Yeah, they are acknowledging that you do get stuck in very strong mind loops, but that's it's pretty much what we all do when we're unaware. A lot of unconscious energy being wasted, focusing on things coulda, shoulda, wouldas is what I heard. You need to let that go because that was out of your control anyway. There was no way you were ever going to fix the situation. It was just spiraling out of your control. And also acknowledging you probably didn't have much to work with anyway. Hopefully that made sense. They're not talking about you, they're talking about other people, other persons involved in some kind of situation you feel focused on. I want to say a relationship, but it may not be romantic. Could be family, friends, or something platonic, business. Turning Pages by Adele. Do you keep a diary or journaling of some sort. Or is it time to turn a new page? Become the main character of your story? I remember talking about that, it must have been last year. Learning to become the main character of your story that you write in your head. Because a lot of us give so much time, attention and focus on other people being the star, because in our eyes we see them as being above us or beautiful. You know, because when you love someone or feel connected to someone, you raise them up, right? And they become the star because your time, your attention, and your focus goes on them. So it feels like you raised someone up and they took over the limelight, and you took that, your light, and gave it to them. And they never gave it back. Light can often be information as well. And now you're stressing out about the future. You know, about a lot of things. Maybe even how to make ends meet sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Abundance is everywhere, is what they said. You have to get into the mindset of abundance. And that means learning to know that everywhere you go, sort of like money, time, people, places, resources flow to me in expected and unexpected ways, and I deserve abundance in my life. I came here to do something, some purpose, and then that the great universe and all its wisdom will provide me with what I need. And that's because you deserve it. They wouldn't send you here. They wouldn't give you missions to do, right? These missions that you don't really know but are somehow built inside you to activate along the way. They wouldn't give you missions if they didn't want you to achieve them. And so in knowing that, you have to realize that the universal spirit, or however you see it, works for you. It works for you. Once you realize that, you become the alchemist of your life, and you then can use the energy properly. Because that's a lot of us, we just lost connection with the energy that is around us and inside of us. And when we need abundance, we draw it forward. It comes to us. We don't have to chase it. We don't have to work for it. It just flows. Even if you just feel things flowing towards you, very specific things. Don't just say, I want to win money. Because it's just telling the universe money's over there and I'm over here, so I'm separate from money. I always say things like this: I am money, money is me. Money loves me and flows to me effortlessly. And I believe it. And any time I've needed something, it comes forward. I don't know why I'm stuck on the abundance thing, but it's caught my attention. So we're just going to sit in it. Okay. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. 'Cause I'll be right here beside you. Sorry, I forgot the words once again. But I heard it. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. Made me want to cry, actually. Universe has got your back. Nara, universe cares about you. The universe cares about you. Pull some cards. Nara? Yeah. Okay, you got 2 cards fell out. One was flipped over. I wanted to see what it was. So get the full picture. Balance. Okay. So you got the 4 of Pentacles in the world. You got the 4 of Pentacles in the world, right? -2. My heart's squeezing too. Four of Pentacles is about holding back, saving for a rainy day. You know what I mean? And it can often feel like a little bit of lack or disconnection when it comes to finances or abundance or some kind of precious you need to keep to yourself. And we have to understand when we go into contraction, we stop all the blessings that come in with that. So we have to learn to say, you know what? Universe or people, places, resources around me, I need help. I need support. I need connection. I need to be able to open up things and receive what it is that I deserve. Because here with the world, end of karmic cycles. Okay, look at that. Coming full circle, coming out of spaces of lack, going into abundance, connecting with people, places, and resources that are yours already. Okay, we got to shift the mindset into something more beautiful, isn't it? Because your energy is actually, you got the otter, which I really love, and this is like it. This, see, just so you know, otter's very loving and kind. I'm going to read this one. Where's the book? One sec, guys. Sorry. All right, the otter. I'm going to read it because I always like the otter. Just this one. I won't try to read them all. Okay, it says, unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck, which is this deck, is the otter. The otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Yeah. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, makes silly excuses. And to bring into balance, dance, party, or celebration. It's time to get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it. No. I'm really old, so that was like a really cool song back in the day. And then you got balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Hardest critic of all is the inner critic. We judge ourselves when we feel like we need or want. Okay, I just want to say it's just time for you to get your A into G. I wanted to say that as kindly as possible. It's just time to get ready to receive. You know, literally go out to the universe, put your hands out and just say, I'm open to receive abundance, blessings, love, support, kindness, compassion. I am open to receive all these positive aspects into my life, because that brings balance to what I am experiencing now. That brings balance to my life. And not to judge yourself for, you know, because a lot of people, we often will think, oh no, I can't ask for anything because then I'll be a burden, or, you know, or I'll be looked at less than. It's smart now. We're being smart when we ask for support. No longer do we need to be disconnected or isolated from needing help or support sometimes. You know, like, it's not always a driving priority to ask for things, you know. It may not be money. It may not actually be money. It could be like, I just need someone to talk to sometimes when things get heavy. I just need support in my spiritual aspects. My spiritual aspects are getting feeling less than, you know, or worried about other people, you know. It's just not always necessarily so clean cut when it comes to readings. It's just interpretation, and for you, you have to take away from that what actually resonates. And I feel like for you, it's just learning to be open to receive, because I think, you know, you've given so much till you got nothing, or someone's taken from you till you got nothing. And then there's that struggle and fear, like, how am I going to make things right again? How am I going to get into balance? You simply just say, I'm ready to receive all things. Or you call back and reclaim your energy, or energy that was taken without your permission, or energy stolen, or energy lost. I reclaim it now, and reclaim yourself and come back to wholeness, which is actually home, and balance to your heart. All right, I see that to you. Lots of love, Nara. Hopefully that helps you now and in the future. And thank you very much for letting me read your cards. All right, Nadine. Nadine here. Kia ora. You're very welcome, Nara. Oh, Nara. Okay, Nadine. Welcome. You're very new to me. I'm a soul deep reader. Hopefully this helps you. I'll just give these cards a good shuffle. You're the otter, Nara. You're the otter. You know how rare that card comes out? It doesn't come out often when I do readings live. It's the first time it's come out for a long time. Sorry, I had to let that go. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Nadine. So Nadine, if you'd like to take 3 deep breaths that aligns your mind, your body, and your soul, get you into a state of relaxation and ground you down into the energy, opening up the heart chakra and the crown chakra. And that allows me to create a safe space between us. And I'm going to step into that space, pull you in with me, and ask your spiritual team for guidance from your higher self, which is the you that observes all versions of you in time, space, and dimension, and bring forward that higher message for your purpose in this life, and your highest good. That way we only welcome in positive energies and no negative interference to distort the message. All right, and so we're just going to do the breathing now. I'm just going to do it real quick. I'm just trying to speed it along, so if you just take those 3 deep breaths, and I'll just quickly do my grounding down and creating the safe space. I send this message to you, lots of love and good intentions. All right. Let's just see. Let's see what comes forward in this space. I saw a bird float around. Float is not a word. Fly or flutter. And then I heard the song Power of Love. The power of love, a force from above, healing my soul. Love. Yeah. I really like that song too. So for me, with the bird and then that song coming in, there definitely is a message of love coming forward. But like I said, it's that heart energy. Heart energy got to be really reaching out, knocking on the door and waking people up. Because it's just now, it's just time to wake up. There's no more lagging. There's not enough time to lag. There's not a lot of time to drag your feet. So if you've been going through a bit of a spiritual awakening, I'll say don't be afraid of it. Lean into it. And if things get heavy, you always have the right to step back. When you're ready, lean back in. But I think it's the initiation into it that really sets that path on fire. And what I mean by that is like lighting the way forward. It's like I choose to lean into this calling, this thing that's asking me to change, this thing that's dragging me literally. For some odd reason, they keep saying you're dragging your feet on some kind of issue, so you may find it very hard to make a decision about things. But I want to say, if anything, just say yes. Oh, I just said, but you don't know what you're saying when you say that, Sonia. For me to say yes requires some kind of sacrifice. Just simply say yes. Not to anyone else, but to yourself. Say yes. Yes. I don't know what I just keep repeating that over, or what I'm picking up is say yes. And that power of love, it's a powerful song. That's a deep song. Yeah. You do have a deeper calling. You've been through some shit, eh? Some dark spaces. I can tell you now, you probably have healer energy. Most of us do. Some will lean towards it, some will express it in other ways, but you have healer energy because the darkest times of your life, you've had to transmute them. You've had to drag yourself out of some dark spaces. In life has served you lemons. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all those lemons? What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk? Sorry. Lumps. My lovely lady lumps. Sorry. I just heard that when I said what I was saying. Yeah. Time for a journey is what I heard. So let's pull some cards. So when it goes quiet, it's just time to move forward. It's like, that's enough. Move to cards now. Oh. Okay. They kind of freak me out sometimes when they do that. But you got Judgment and 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, someone's not playing the game. Yeah, I just want to say the Judgment card is about bringing people back from the past, right? Bringing ex-lovers back from the past. And not to jump in your bed, not to jump in your life, but for you to heal something. This may not be an ex-lover, or it may be an ex situation, or a situation from the past that's being reinitiated. I hope it's not traumatic for you. I hope it's not filled with suffering. I hope it's something that awakens you to the knowing that whatever you're doing isn't working, and it's time to change and access a higher purpose for yourself. Okay, I'm feeling that really strongly for you. This cards is like tripping me out. Okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this eloquently as I can, because they're going in really deep. So here you've got the cheetah energy. Now don't be afraid of that card. And the swan in reverse, which I don't really like, because the swan deserves to be upright. Which refers maybe that you may not see yourself in the beautiful light. But when the going gets tough, your splits fell. You're out. Sorry, I'm giggling at that the way I was trying to say it eloquently, and I don't know how it came out like that. But the thing is, when the situations get heated, you're out. You step up. It's either it's almost like you either, like the shark when it goes to bite, its eyes roll back. I'm so sorry. This is just crazy how it comes out like that. But it's kind of like a point where it's just like you see red. So I said, and it's sort of like, what's that thing? You wouldn't like me if I was angry. Little dark side in there, which I kind of like. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody has a bit of a Black Moon Lilith somewhere, And then here we got the swan. Okay, I want to say it right. So what I got was the ugly duckling, right, from this swan. And the ugly duckling was rejected, was ridiculed because it was different. And he goes away, he goes on a great adventure. You're definitely on a journey. And in some way, shape or form, when he returns, he comes back as the swan. Just saying, you know, the black swan, ballet and shit, stuff like that. But I want you to know this really, really strong message that wants to come forward. You have always been a swan. Okay? You have never been an ugly duckling. Despite what the world's done to you, despite what people have said to you, or whatever has happened in your life, you have never been the ugly duckling. You have always been the swan. Yeah, see, in your card is adversity. I accept the challenges. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Adversity. Because in adversity, we find out who we are and what we're made of. We find out who we are and what we're made of. But it ain't fun. And I described it to a friend of mine, and it was, sometimes our pain, suffering and trauma is the gift that we never wanted. We never wanted it, but somehow, some way, it transforms and shapes us, and it becomes exactly what we needed to get to that point. So most of our lives, we believe we're an ugly duckling. But there comes a point where you find out you've always been a swan. Which, if I was to read this one upright, is, let me just read it. I'll just read what it means. I won't read the meaning. Swan energy, swan. Effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, elegant power. Okay, stuff it, I'm going to read it. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention. For solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. Da, 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 da. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, lacking vision. To bring back into balance, solo time and writing. That's how I started talking to myself. I mean, journaling to my higher self, is that I would write things down. Okay, it sort of like breaks time-space barrier, but you could write things to yourself and then in a month's time read it, and weirdly, somehow, some way, some shape, it makes sense for what you're currently going through. Journaling might be a really good thing, or if you're super creative, soul poetry. I recommend soul poetry. It's when you just write stuff from the heart. And really let it just pour out of you, because it's a form of releasing, needing to let go of something. That way you can gain the knowledge and clarity that you need to realize what you truly are. Okay, thank you, Nadine. Hopefully that made sense for you and helps you now and in the future. I send this with lots of love and good intentions. Sorry, sometimes I feel like I go too hard out. Hi guys. All right, Jade Gold 93. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nadine. Jade Gold 93, thumbs up. Hi there, hi AM14. Okay, awesome, thank you, Jade. I'm going to open, after Jade, I'm going to open up my list. Is It's Our Lives still here? And then I will, actually, I'm going to put you on the list. And then I'll just, for being patient, and I will just open it up and get some more names. Okay, Jade, awesome. Alright, Jade, if you'd like to take 3 deep breaths, and each time you breathe in, slowly and deeply, breathe into your heart chakra, open that up on the exhale. Crown chakra, open it up on the exhale, because an open heart and an open mind receives. And then grounding down into the energy, breathing the energy all the way out till you reach your navel, that chakra. And then just go into a state of relaxation. And when you're ready, open your eyes, and you can do that in your own time. And I'm going to do that too. It just allows me to recalibrate, send out some inner GPS to navigate towards you, to connect to your energy, create the safe space around us, and welcome in your spiritual team to get some guidance from your higher self for your highest good. And I send this message to you with lots of love and good intention. So here we go. Must have been love. What is that song? But it's over now. Must have been, but I lost it somehow. They just said soulmate edition. Oh, great. Sorry, I don't mean to say it that way. Soulmate edition. We're going to find out about soulmate. Okay. I'm being encouraged to speak about a soulmate. A soulmate can be anyone. Most of the time, we have very strong ideals about who that person is in our life, and we find it very hard to shift our heart and our vision from that. And if you're not aware of a soulmate, you have soulmate energy in your, but there's some kind of blockage. So we're just going to really, literally, just reach into your heart chakra and just tune it in a positive way, energetically. Okay. They just said, yeah, you need to initiate that she-wolf. Okay. You need to turn the heart light on. I don't know what energy is going on out there, but the way that they said that to me, there was a hard case. And they were like doing the heart pumping, the dance. Okay. It's about that time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a 7 minutes. Man or woman, put me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my belissy. I see. Trying to fat girl up, that thick girl up. Sorry, I should know the words, but I can never. I only remember what I hear in my mind. I feel nervous. What is going on here? You have a lot of energy just sitting idle. Fidgety. If you ever feel like that, anyone out there, if you're ever feeling anxiety, stress, or you just feel like, take those 3 deep and slow breaths and just imagine these spaces getting cleared, okay? So instead of opening up, or you could imagine it opening up and all the dust and all the cobwebs and all the negativity that may be sitting there blocking that chakra just sort of like releases from your body. And then ground down and go into a state of relaxation. And it's in that space, like me, just like here, doing those 3 deep breaths, that it's you find it easier to connect in with the energy, and you simply ask, what is it you need me to know? What is it you need me to know at this time? And then listen. Not with these ears, but with the inner ear, the inner eye. And then let it reveal what it needs to. You wouldn't need people like me. I know that's not something you want to hear from a reader, but you wouldn't need someone like me if you knew how to do that for yourself. All right. I don't know. Sorry, that came out that way. It's about that time. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Really, for you, that heart chakra, knock, 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 getting the call. And it's funny though, so it's like all this stuff is, you've got a soulmate sitting here, over here on my masculine side. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Not in spirit, but just energy of someone sitting here. But it doesn't seem to budge because the universe is like, not yet. If you are already in a relationship, then either that situation isn't budging or it isn't moving into the connection that you may want, into me I see, or intimacy. Boom. Yeah. Okay. How do I say that? Right. This is something that I've noticed about a lot of people. Their third eye chakra is activating, but it's kind of like brain farts, like that. That was not the right noise that I heard in my mind. And it's sort of like you're getting flashes, you're getting a lot of intuition, but without serious connection or, training in that ability, it doesn't make sense. So you may be getting your human mind conflicting with your intuitive mind and all that calling of the soul, because you won't know how to interpret what you're seeing. I've been noticing that happening with a lot of people. So as your heart chakra opens up, like I said, everything starts turning on, ding, ding, dong. These tones, they definitely bring up the she-wolf. It's like howl at the moon. So the full moon might be a really good time for you to release. Yeah, solar play. Yeah, you're just activating all your chakras. So we're definitely trying to attune your body to a higher frequency so that you can actually get into the vibration to match whatever energy wants to shift and move into your life, or shift and move into a deeper connection in a relationship, or clarify, or find, no, what is it? Or it's not clear. What's it called? Or connect in a more deeper way. It was a specific word that I heard, but I lost it really fast. All right, let's pull some cards. This is like double readings. Yeah. Yeah, something's missing in my life. Something's missing in my life. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's... Oh, gosh. Okay, there's a lot of energy, and I'm so sorry that I feel like I'm overreacting, but the energy is like really high, and so I feel amplified in my reactions. So if you see me jerking all over it's jumping. Sorry. All over the show, it's literally, I'm picking up on so much high energy, it's making me feel a little high, but I'm very much not. But here we have the Hermit. I'm high on life. And the Four of Swords. So here we have the Hermit and the Four of Swords in reverse, or challenge. Okay, so the Hermit is a distance card. It is a card of the dark night of the soul. It is a card of isolation, distance, like I said, or feeling loneliness. It is also a space where we have to find the light within, or the will to keep going forward, or the reason. Yeah. You're getting a lot of songs. And I want you to know, found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new. And the reason is you, Jade Gold 93. You're the reason that things need to change for you, for the betterment of you. Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords upright is our wounded warrior. See that? Sort of like gone through some really rough things. So the Four of Swords means that it comes after the Three of Swords. Three of Swords being heartache, heartbreak, you know, the negative things, real pain. And then Four of Swords going into a state of almost like slumber or numbness. But here, encouraging you to come out of that dark night of the soul. Yeah. Really needing to step into the light now, you know, because here, even here with your energy, you got the dark horse, but it's the most beautiful horse in this, or most beautiful card in the earth energy. So the hermit card is a Virgo energy, and then you've got earth energy, so you're definitely in the 3D matrix, so things may feel quite heavy at times. You've got the horse coming forward, you know, it's an initiation, like I said. Your and right now, this is literally the moon right now, the crescent moon, and it's like you're in this dark space, you know, like we got to getting comfortable with our dark spaces, and in that space you're really starting to pick things up, but still not at that stage because you may be still holding on to things that aren't allowing you to really, like, it's like this, okay? If we focus on pain and suffering, it uses all the energy up. It uses all your energy up, okay? But when we actually heal that pain and suffering and we file it properly into the cabinet and we put it away, there's space, there's time, there's attention and focus to focus on something else. And the thing is, the more and more you file away all these, you know, these traumas that you have, the suffering, and heal them and put them away, the more storage capacity you have to receive. And then your brain will be like, well, I can't focus on anything negative right now. I guess I'm going to do something really good. And it initiates you into spaces of opening up, you know, and activating your DNA. Do you think I was intuitive always? No. I went through a spiritual awakening just like this. I went through finding myself, this stage, all these stages. I mean, I recognize all these stages as someone that's walked in the dark, in that dark night of the soul, and built a house and everything, right? I always say that. So I always recognize the space. But in that space, I found me. And this is what I mean. A lot of us have to go back and remember where we left ourselves, where we put ourselves. You know, where we hid ourselves, pieces of us all over the show, all these fragments, and bring them back to wholeness. Find you, because you're everywhere, scattered around. And bring yourself back to wholeness. And when you do, come out of the dark. And when you come out of the darkness, you merge with the light. Not emerge, you merge into light, right? I say that all the time. And this horse energy, it did come out and challenge. So it's not, there's no momentum, there's no movement, because you're still in contraction. Still holding it, you know. And Spirit is encouraging you to not, to let it go. That was that she-wolf energy, eh? So we started getting into the business end now, right? Whew. But I want to say lastly, you do have one more card. And the card I got was loneliness. My loneliness is killing me. So I get word association song triggers. I know that I am never alone. The sisterhood of the rose, yes. You have a very strong female support system around you. It's time to access that. It's time to come out and see how they're holding the light. See, all around the world. Yeah. Connect with your, that's what soulmate. Yeah, okay. Soul tribe. Jade Gold 93 Soul Tribe needs to be activated in this space. We're going to put that energy up to welcome in all these Soul Tribe family members and be able to access this energy for her at this time. She needs love and support. She needs light in the dark. She needs support in this space and healing. We ask for the energy to move move with momentum. Okay, so it is, and so it shall be, Jade. So I just felt like I needed to do that. We're going to ask the energy to come forward for you, and hopefully people come in and bring light to the spaces where you really need help. Okay, so I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions, and I hope that makes sense for you. Grooves in the heart, yeah, they're really opening up. They're knocking on your heart chakra, and that's the hardest part to open up, is the heart chakra. So don't worry. There you go. Jesus is always with us. Amen. All right. Okay. Whew. Okay. So I've got It's Our Lives. Is It's Our Lives still here? It's Our Lives. In AM 14. I see you, Faith. I see you, Faith. I'm going to put your name down. You've diligently stayed this whole time. Okay. Drink water, please. I think I need to. Okay, Carissa. Hi. Tuka. You're welcome. Oh, Bella, I do soul readings. I'll see you again. Thank you, Jade. It's Our Lives. Hi, Ben. Okay, it's Ben. All right, Ben, you're in there. Just have to be patient with me. I'm going to try and get through. I'm trying to get through it a little bit faster. And I saw another lady. Me and a whole bunch of we. I like that name. It caught my eye. And I saw one other people. Yes, Ben, I got you. Okay, tickle bum. Kitty. Okay, thank you, because I'm Kitty. All right. Okay, so if I have a lot of people that have been supporting me for a long time, so I like to chuck them in the mix as well. So It's Our Lives. Are you still here? If you're not, that's okay. I will just put you to the side if you should pop up. It's Our Lives. Lisa Jane Pedersen, am I on the right path? Yes, you are. Hi, Nadia. I'm having a good night. My energy is like all over the show. Sorry, I was just sorry. Someone's messaging me. Hi, Jill. Okay, all right. Sorry, guys. I'm like way behind. I'm having to scan. I see her in our room. I'll just put it to the side there. That's because she was very generous. So I'll put it up there. And we'll just start with AM 14. Oh, hi, Alicia. Oh, is she still? If she pops in, I'll just start out with AM 14, and if she comes in, I'll do her. All right. So I'm just giving these a quick shuffle. Okay, AM. If you'd like to take 3 deep breaths. 3 breaths, breathing in slowly and deeply, breathing into the heart chakra, and on the exhale, just allowing that to open, breathing into the crown chakra, and just allowing that to open on the out breath, then grounding down into the energy, breathing all the way down to your navel, and then just going into a state of relaxation. And we just go into the state of relaxation by just simply letting your whole body go just a little bit loose and limp. Not in a negative way, just relaxed. And when an open heart and open mind is open, so when the heart chakra and the crown chakra is open, they actually receive more. Weird. Okay. So you definitely have a lot of crown chakra energy. I'm going to say this right now, Ben. Sorry, not Ben. AM. Calm down, Sonia. Like I said, there's a lot of high vibrational energy in here. And it just makes me giddy, so I have to ground down real good for this one. Okay. It's just acknowledging Ben right now. Sorry, Ben. I'm just going to bring this in real quick for you. You definitely need to do some breathing before I reach you because this is not good. Like, not feeling normal. So you may be really, really heightened about something, a decision. So just really get into that good state of relaxation before I get to you. Okay? So we're just going to concentrate on AM 14. And I'll just ground into your energy. Create a safe space. Ask for your spiritual team to provide guidance from your higher self for your highest good. And I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions. Okay, so I just got the breath. So I like that. So I've been given permission to enter into your temple. Okay, I'm getting the word pilgrimage. I feel like you've seen some hard times. It feels like kind of barren, like a space of emptiness. Yeah, okay. So you may have resonated with some of the other readings as well, because when I get like fragments of music right at the beginning that I've sung, it usually is like little pieces actually really made sense to you and have given you guidance. So that allows me to sort of like skip to the main parts. So initially I go through the meet and greet. So this is when I greet your energy and provide a safe space for us to connect. And then I draw forward some characteristic, but what they're talking about is literally you're having to walk some hard yards, you're having to really put some time and effort into something. I feel like you may also have the mentality of working hard pays well, so it's sort of like shifting the way we see money and what abundance is to us. Okay. I want to use the word perseverance because I keep singing the song. I keep holding on. I keep holding on. By Simply Red. What is that? Is it Simply Red? Holding back the years. Okay. It's weird because I want to say that in a way that is not negative. like honoring traditions and ancestors, like you take that time to honor them. I feel like it's a part of you and you hold on to it because you may see it as being sacred to you. So you're really in touch with your ancestors, or if that's not the case, you're really wanting to connect more with your ancestors. It feels traditional in a traditional way because that's the way they keep describing it. But I wouldn't say that your personality is purely traditional. I would say that you're quite modern. What's that word? Metro. You look after yourself. I would say that. You are open-minded. You're flexible with time sometimes, not all the time, but I do see this, my time is precious kind of energy. Don't waste my time kind of energy as well. So you know who you are. You know where you're from. You know who you belong to. But you don't know where you're going. What's my purpose? Thank you. Now this is an easy yet complicated question to answer. because not always what people want. Like, I need details, I need to know. But you're not supposed to know until you know. That's the cool thing about it, is that you'll step into it. And the thing is, when you give someone a label, okay, if I say to you, AM 14, you're going to be the CEO of a company that plants trees for charity, you know, very specific space, you know, because it helps the earth, it regenerates ecological systems, like it will help the world. For you, if I gave you that big bold vision, you'll seek that position or that title, and you'll forget about the journey towards it. And it's the journey towards it, and there's something that I say a lot, is that we often forget that we need to focus on the journey more than the destination, right? And part of the journey is sort of just, I described it as turtle energy, literally going with the flow of where you feel called to go and to step into that. And it's a natural evolution to go towards your purpose if you're stepping in the right path, right? But sometimes even if you go on divine detours or go off path or go completely away from a calling, somehow, some way you end up back on it. Because once you start it, you're always on it. And the cool thing is knowing this. You have always been on a healing journey. From the moment you were born, you were healing. All of us, each and every one of us. And the main purpose here is to live, to love, to experience, and to leave the world a little bit better than when you got here. And however that's expressed is really up to you. But never ever try to label things, because labels create ideals, and if we can't reach those ideals, we become disappointed, and then when we are disappointed, we feel like we failed, and failure is not in your vocabulary. Vocabulary. Like, it's not a word you welcome. Let's just put it like that. I am successful because I grind things out. Like I said, you hold. You just keep going. You have perseverance. It's sort of like, I know it sounds like blind faith to walk without knowing any direction. But I also feel like when someone really chooses their purpose, it's almost a natural thing. You just become it. Did I think I was going to be reading cards? No, I just enjoyed reading cards. You think I'd be on doing lives, doing free mini readings? No, it just was absolutely necessary for me to have some kind of output for all the spiritual insight I get. It helps me. And in doing this, it helps you. See, just a natural progression. But what adds value to my journey is that I recognize all the steps I got to this space. And I appreciate them. And not every step is easy. Some steps are really hard. And you know that. He knows. If anyone knows about hard stepping. Or stepping in hard places. Alright, let's pull some cards. Yeah. Two of Pentacles in reverse. So different. Okay. Firefly. One more. Just pull all the cards so we know. That's a hard card. That's a hard card. We'll just tackle it the way that we need to. Okay. So, yeah. The struggle is real here. Thank you. I appreciate that. The struggle is real here with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I would say for you it's been a real struggle. It's weird because, like, when I tap into your energy, it kind of feels like I've got to reveal the message as it comes. I can't just take you right to the end, because the end may be the hardest part. But the struggle is real when there's a blockage. Okay, that's the only way I'm going to say it. The struggle is real when there's a blockage, because what it does is when, like, let's just say you're on a path, you're going forward, and then this big mountain appears, and when you look at this mountain, you're like, holy shit, how am I going to get over that? I'm never going to be able to overcome that mountain. You know, I don't have the right tools, I don't have the right mentality, the right physical preparation. There's a lot that goes to climbing mountains. The right support teams, like you'll think everything will come forward that you don't have. And the weirdness is that you do have that naturally. This kind of can do, will conquer kind of energy. You have that. And it's weird to see your card in struggle, really lacking any drive or focus, because it feels like you were really focused before. So something happened. And then we have Firefly energy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to reveal to you what card came out at the end. I'm seeing, it's weird because I'm seeing a lot of movement around me. So, and it's just weird because I got this card. You got the Death card. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So don't be worried about death or death affecting you, or if there is a loss that has caused the blockage. I understand, okay? But it's almost like with this firefly energy, is that things got dark really, really fast. And it's almost like, you know, I lost my path. I lost my way. It got so dark that I couldn't see. It's like heavy emotional energy, like moon energy is the energy that I get from the firefly. I'm just going to read what it means. Why not? It is of the air element as well. So let's read it. Okay. It says this. Inspired and fantastic. Hand in hand, a spiritual journey. That's why you hold. Oh, I don't want to cry. All right. Sorry. I'm going to say this to you. Your mum's still around, because there's an energy wasn't around me. It keeps catching my attention. And yeah. In a loving and supportive way. Oh, sorry. Okay. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. Firefly energy. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. I'm sorry, I'm going to cry. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. Act now. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring into balance, write a poem or draw. I'm sorry, I just started getting really emotional when I tapped in, because I feel like this energy came forward, but it's like hand in hand, literally. Hand in hand. Spirit, it's spirit. And it's sort of like, okay, I got to do it. I got to deliver it in a way that's palatable. People come into our life for a reason. They come into our life for a reason. And they leave our life for a reason, okay? Whether that is, you know, through age or illness. But it's the timing. And, you know, like I said, when I first tapped into your energy, they said pilgrimage. They said, you know, that's a long journey. That's a journey to a holy place, right? And then you get the mountain coming forward in your energy, and then the moon. And then you have spirit, and you've acknowledged you've had an ego death. But sometimes they come into our lives and they leave our lives for us to learn something from that, to initiate us into something else. And I'll just say this to you, okay? I would say there's an energy. I'm not going to say it's your mother. I'm just going to say there's an energy that is trying to communicate with you. And if you really learn to listen, you might hear what they have to say. But what I'm feeling is sadness, but also the overtone of it is so much love, because I don't cry because I'm feeling sad. I'm crying because I'm feeling so much love. It's overwhelming. And it's just time, like to let some of that go too. Because what I wanted to say at the beginning is that I keep hearing that song, I keep holding on. I think it's time to let go. Because, I held on to my grandfather's spirit for 10 plus years. I didn't know. I had to go through a big, huge ancestral healing for him to release himself from me, because he was my protection, he was my light. And I kind of felt bad, I felt guilty, because I had held him so close to me and didn't want to leave until it was time, and I had to get initiated into a spiritual journey to grieve his loss. So I just didn't want to get into that full story because it's long. But I wouldn't be the person I am today if this person didn't come into our life. If he didn't come in, my grandfather, and love me and show me what real love is. And then also initiate me into a spiritual healing so he could leave and know that I was okay, So yeah, okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm so sorry, but it says death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. One door closes, another door opens. So thank you, AM. Hopefully that made sense. I'm so sorry that went that way, and I'll try not to cry and get all emotional in your cards. But I feel the love, and I send that to you with lots of love and good intention. And thank you. Have some water. When you start asking yourself questions, why? About yourself. Why am I like this? Why do I suffer? Why can't I grow? Why can't I move? Why can't I change? When you start asking yourself why, that's how you know you're in a spiritual awakening. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. So I'm just going to let it ebb. Okay. It's our lives. Are you here? I saw you. Thank you, AM. Thank you. Hang on, I got to stand up, guys. My back gets sore after that. I'm going to walk around. My back gets sore a little bit. Okay. All right. Faith. Oh, sorry. It's our lives and then faith. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Same back to you as well. You know what? You've got this. I have very strong faith in you, AM, that things are going to get better and brighter, because deep down inside there's a soul there that is very mighty, a mighty soul. But thank you very much. It's our lives. All right. It's our lives. I'm going to just get settled. Just give these a quick shuffle as I reset my energy. Just grounding down into me, I see. It's got the song, love is all around me, and the feeling grows. Oh yeah. Golden egg. Heart chakra. Alright, it's our lives. Ready? Are you ready? If you'd like to take 3 deep breaths, breathing slowly and deeply in your own time as you want, breathing into the heart chakra, opening up and releasing that energy, breathing into the crown chakra, opening up and releasing that energy, and opening. Definitely open here because I feel a lot of heaviness on this part for you when I tapped into your energy. It just went, you know, deep. Bit deep in the brain there, so something, okay. And then ground down into the energy. Because I've read for you before, so it's easier for me to tap in, and I don't have to go through the connection etiquette, but we'll create that safe space. Create the safe space. And ask your spiritual team for guidance from your higher self for your highest good. And I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions. Hearing on Vogue. Okay. It's funny because you get a hold on song too, but it's a totally different theme. I heard it. Hold on to your love. You've got to hold on to your love. Ooh. And it's funny because I heard the trust and honesty too must be the golden rule. Be careful or give this heart to you. I don't know. Don't waste your time. I've got the words, man. I never remember the words on the lives. But if I go and listen to it, I'll know all the words. But it's just because I can only hear or remember what I hear. So, it's just how it works. Okay. I think Spirit really wants you to live for the moment. More for the moment now. Living more in the now. Here's the thing about love. We don't have to hold love. This is something that comes in from this song because it feels like I got to hold on to my love. I got to protect it. I got to keep it safe. Yes, when it comes to people, to a point. But at some point, we let love free. We let love fly. We give it the freedom that it needs because, I always say this, even a prison made out of love is still a prison. Love deserves to fly and be free, just like a bird in a cage deserves to be set free and fly. Some birds never experience that. They get their wings clipped and they can't ever do that full spread and fly through the air, and that is an injustice to their natural behavior and species. And there's no use having someone's love if you have to clip their wings so they stay. And I don't know if that's about either you holding on or someone holding on to you. Ooh. Yep. You've had a lot of I'm going to say someone in your life has actually said some really nasty things to you, directly to you, to hurt you. And I think you fend most of it off, but it's almost like this person's relentless. I don't know why I'm getting this kind of energy, because your energy is like living for the moment. It's that song, literally, it's our lives. Like, it's our life now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. Like, there's some kind of value to how you see your life, but I feel like maybe there's some kind of trauma coming up. This could be from the past, a relationship, or a family member that may have been really quite hard or heavy-handed. Because I either want to say they hurt you, or their words, they were heavy, they took a heavy bite on you. Or their words had, like a bit of bite to them. And I think naturally you're quite a gentle person. The seed. Okay. I just want to say this really, really quick, and I don't know if this makes sense to you, but I think your main purpose is actually to bring hope to people. I feel like you've been in dark places, you can acknowledge that to people, and in their darkness you bring light to them by bringing them forward a piece of yourself. But the counterbalance to that, when you have light like that, is that you always attract not only the good people, you also attract all the negative people that are attracted to that energy. It's almost like moth to a flame. Like a moth to a flame burnt by the fire, And sometimes those not so nice people come in some really pretty packages. What you see is not what you get. Not all the time. I was just literally, okay. They're asking me to start looking up more, so it feels like if I'm doing anything, I feel like I'm taking on, you've been actually focusing on something down here, but they're literally trying to lift my head up like this, like literally trying to lift my from the crown chakra. That could be why I was getting pain. Clearing out the cobwebs of your mind. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this might be a really good time to clear out any negative energies or memories that have been coming forward, to actually, look at them and say, you know what, I acknowledge this space. I acknowledge that I need healing here about this person, this place, this situation, this time and this memory. But right now I release this from my body, because I choose to open doors that serve me, not doors that keep me locked in, locked down. And using the portals within you, the energy portals within you, to access better and higher frequencies. Because like what they're initiating me into is we have to realize that our chakras are different dimensions, like different frequencies of dimensions. And the more we open up these chakras, the more frequencies and dimensions we get to access. That's why when you go into the insight and sort of like intuitive spaces, when you become awakened, or we just slightly emerge from slumber, we get more abundance, because we're in higher frequencies to receive insight, intuition, nudges, anything you want to call it, instincts, to move into spaces, to connect with the right people. But when we focus down, sort of like down into the solar plexus, which is really 3D matrix heaviness or density. So for some odd reason they're telling me to look up, and so I give that for you. So really raise your vision up, but you really need to clear out these I'm going to call them files of memories that are not being stored away in the right places. They are taking up space and taking precious energy from your body. Okay? Pull some cards, Sonia. It's like, I feel like saying, she didn't come here for that. I'm so sorry. Oh, did I miss something? Sorry. Okay. I'm going to move to flame. Because you're the seed of hope. And the seed of hope needs nurturing to grow. But when it flowers and blossoms into the world, its love, its light spreads so far. And it's sort of like, if you can think about yourself like that and realize that if you were to light up a space and put hope in people's hearts, how many people you would help, how many people you would lift into a higher frequency, that all these negative forces that try to keep us in 3D, do you think that they wouldn't come after you? You got to think about it like that. Not like spiritual warfare, but just strategies to keep you in this 3D dimension. Because there are energies in the 3D dimension that we may not always see. I call them shadows or parasitic thought forms that feed off negative energy. We all know this. I think we all know. We've all watched TikTok long enough to know that there's something out there that doesn't quite want us to rise up, right? So if you think about it, if you open the main chakra in which you need to activate, which is your heart chakra, and every time you turn it on, someone comes in and tries to shut it down, what do you think is happening there? Because real love, when someone loves you deeply and fully, they will let you fly. They won't clip your wings. You have yet to experience that for yourself, within yourself. But it's sort of like knowing that in the end, light workers, if you ever wondered why whenever you turned your heart light on that you were chopped down, it's because whatever it is out there that you cannot sense, know, or feel aims to cause destruction in that space, because an open and on heart light is destructive to negative forces. It transmutes. So let's just say it's not your love, it's not opening up your heart that hurts you. It's people with the wrong intentions and the wrong vibration that hurt you. It's not love itself. Okay. Alright, let's pull some cards. I know I'm going really slow. I was like, I'm going to go fast today. Not so much. Oh, yep. Okay, sorry. There was just a lot of energy. Just okay. Need one more card. Okay. You got the Tower. Sorry, my reactions are really high. I don't know why it's just doing that, but it's just the energy is really high. The Tower. Dun, 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 dun. I know everyone is, oh no, not the Tower card. And then you got the Fox energy, which I really, really love for you. And then you've got Abundance. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, because you're part of the world, but you ain't made from the world. You're made from something else. From love. Alright, so here we have the Tower card. So I described the Tower card before as being an insight or vision. But for you, this is literally a fall from grace. A shock to the heart, but it's too late, babe. You give love a bad name. Sorry, that just came in. So definitely confirmation that this is right. But it's like this. Each time you open up your heart to someone, it transforms you. That's why here, even though this space is getting hit with lightning, See these butterflies? These are different versions of you falling away, falling down. And what you don't realize is what you want to attract is what you are. What you attract is what you are. So there were times and spaces that you were versions that were not good. That, you know, you didn't seek someone of the fox's stature. You didn't seek someone that was a good companion. Because a lot of us, and this is something that we may find to be a pattern, is that we like that chemistry, we like that fireworks, we like that feeling, that flutter. But soulmates and soul connections are usually really, really subtle and gentle. So I think with you, it's almost like I want to say, there you are flying around and lightning strikes over and over. But right down here's the squirrel, and I love squirrels. I got a big squirrel story, but I don't want to get into it. But squirrels represent to me this unconditional love energy. Right in front of you, maybe always been there, has been someone that has actually loved you. And then here is the fox energy. Well, reminder, don't forget to love. Welcome back, cuz. Don't forget to love yourself first. That is the main goal and key to having successful relationships. Love yourself first, because when you do, you know what you deserve. All right, and you won't tolerate some bullshit mother sucker. Sorry, the way that comes into my mind. Some idiot that doesn't deserve you. Like I said, hurt you because they don't have the right intentions towards you, or at least they start out that way, but they don't have the consistency or the stamina to actually create a proper relationship with you. Spirit is actually saying you need to take accountability for that, for what you've done. Because nobody's perfect, baby. Nobody's perfect. But in the same respect, each time you've interacted with someone, it's challenged you. And as we know, in adversity, we find out what we're really made of. And it is also a space of growth. So each time you've transformed into something new. So what happens if this time, the person that you're at the level of awareness that you're at, that you actually chose to have a better result? Because what's waiting in your energy is the fox. Now, the fox is a beautiful card. And I'm going to read it because why not? It is of the earth energy. Da, 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 da. Fox. Okay, here we go. Smart, strong, partner or mate, and wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. When in balance, magical, ingenious teacher, monogamous. When out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity, and to bring into balance, partnership and connection. You've been a fox. You've been looking and connecting with tigers and lions and panthers, but what you really need is a fox too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that wasn't fun or anything like that. But if you're looking for the right energy for you, it's the mysterious fox. And then we have abundance. So, it's sort of like you need to get into the right vibration to really make some big changes. Releasing and forgiving yourself for things that may have gone wrong, forgiving the people involved, even if you didn't get closure. And then here with abundance, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, because you are abundance. Abundance is you. It is not separate. It is with you always. And when you know you can access that energy, it'll always be with you in some shape or form, okay? So it's just letting go of the whole, if I put myself out there, I'm going to be hurt. How about if you put yourself out there, you might find a fox and some abundance, and things might actually get better. I'm not saying it's going to be a smooth ride, but hey, it's sort of like when you're aware of what's going on in your energy, you'll actually be smarter. That's the fox energy, smart and efficient with their moves, their energy, and their time of focus. So yeah, thank you. It's our lives. That's pretty much all that wants to come in. Hopefully that made sense to you and helps you now and in the future. And I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions. Faith. Faith. You don't have to pay, Mama. Just, I'll put you down on the list, all right? All you got to do is, yeah, follow and like, whatever, you know. It's okay. So I've got Faith. Okay, awesome. Faith, you're here. You got this. You're a light, right? You're the seed of hope. Uh-oh. Thank you, Sarah, Melly. Where are you? Okay. Wow, that was so cool. Thank you very much. I'm like blown away here. All right. Okay, Faith. If you'd like to take 3 deep breaths, breathing slowly and deeply, breathing into your heart chakra, holding the energy for just a moment, because I feel like definitely we'll just work on these heart chakras tonight, eh? And then slowly exhaling, opening up the heart chakra as you exhale, breathing into the crown chakra, and on the exhale, opening up the crown chakra, grounding down into the energy, breathing all the way out to the navel. Going into a state of relaxation. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or open whenever you feel like it. And I'll create that safe space. It's funny because we literally interlocked hands like besties. It's a weird thing. In my vision, visually, you literally ran into my circle. You interlocked hands with me, like really excited. And we did a bestie dance. And I really like that. You're ready. You're ready. I'm going to ask your spiritual team for guidance from your higher self for your highest good. And I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions. Weird. I want to say some people might think you're a little bit crazy. I don't know why I want to say that. I think it's actually misinterpreted. I feel like you're quite empowered. So you speak your mind and you speak your truth, and people might think that's a little bit over the top. But it's like I want to say, they just get on the wrong side of you. They don't even try to get to know you as a person, because I feel like the you I met in the circle was actually just like super fun and crazy, and I really like that energy. Because these are people that, if you were to actually allow yourself to be who you are without restriction, I think maybe like you would be considered a little bit dangerous. I don't know if it's like dangerous or like it's like, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side, you know, like that. Is it hey? Like it's sort of less like, you know, you've done some crazy things maybe. You have a bit of a thirst for adventure. I feel like you've calmed down a bit though, but that energy's still there, that excitement's still there within you. It hasn't gone away. You have a very active inner child. And I don't know if I've said this before in any other reading. You have a very active inner child, and it's more like an inner teenager now, because I feel like you might have put some healing behind you, so you may have actually overcome something really deep and you've kind of moved up levels, so it felt like a teenager, because it's almost like a, you know, someone who had braces and a little bit awkward. You know, there's a dork inside of each and every one of us, and we have to allow them to live and breathe and have some light too, and not to feel ashamed of the place or parts of us that don't quite fit in with everyone else, and not to look at that space as if it is a sense of lack. You know, I lacked something, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't cute enough, I wasn't popular enough. We have to let go of that and understand that, I wasn't made to fit in. I was allowed to be innocent and pure, or a little bit offbeat, or a little bit out of the status quo. It was okay for me to be like that. It's just that everyone said I had to be a certain way, and I didn't want to be. And so I hid it, and you feel a little bit ashamed for the little girl inside you that wants to just sort of have fun, girls just don't want to have fun, just wanna. Oh, okay. I feel like you did have to grow up really, really fast. So instead of having an inner child, you had an inner teenager. And she's still there singing songs and feeling hopeful. It's like she still exists. She's still alive. So don't forget her. And if you're lacking or feeling like there's no one that's loving you or connecting with you, remember who she is, because she's fun and she likes to have some wild times. And it's nothing wrong with spicing it up now. It's nothing wrong with expressing yourself or speaking your truth and being like Riri, bad girl Riri. We always like that version of us because she was experimental and sexy and fun. Like if you're going to hang out with bad girl Riri, you're going to have a good time. I don't know what's coming out that way. It's just the way it comes in. Yeah. Okay, there was a time where you think, yeah. I just heard the song Blame It on the Rain, so blame, not a good energy to step forward, but rain also means a lot of emotional clearing, cleansing. I just had a lot to, I felt a lot, and when it wasn't reciprocated, I was emotional a lot. How are you gonna know what to do anyway when you're a teenager? Your hormones are surging. Everything's like, sorry, we're going back to teenagerness, but it's almost like no one's ever fully aware of what to do the right way. I think you have to learn how to not do it the right way, and then you know how to do it the right way. You usually have to make mistakes along the way for it to add value to your life. Yeah. And another one who gives without boundaries. Okay, we're just asking you for discernment to learn to give to the right people. And it's not about being snobby or cliquey or only giving it to certain types of people, but give it to people that are worth your time, that appreciate your energy, and that support you rising up or supporting a level up in your life. Those are the people that deserve majority of your time, focus, and energy. Let's pull some cards. Yeah. Okay, let's pull all the cards first. Oh. Yeah, okay. So your mind never rests, because I get that working day and night song. So you got me working day and night. That usually means that your mind's high functioning overthinker. Oh yeah. So okay, I'm gonna say this. You have very valid reasons to why you wouldn't trust things. You have very valid reasons, but until you get into a state of trust and knowing that A, you can make the right decisions, B, you can connect with the right people or right romantic partners, or C, you can find the support that you need in this world, in this life, on this pathway. When you get into the state of trusting yourself, things are going to change, because right now all your energy is in change. Hello, Lucy. I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, so all your cards are in challenge right now. I'm sorry, I need to put it onto the larger comment so I can actually see. Okay, awesome, you resonate. Okay. Because here you have the Fool card in reverse. So in this case, I want to say reverse makes it worse. So it just means that you're in challenge. Because the Fool upright says, this is the universe saying, trust in me. I'll catch you when you fall. You know, trust in me. I'll catch you when you fall. And I think with that energy is that you don't trust that you'll be caught, or not caught, but if you were to take that leap of faith, that it's almost like, you know, if I take a leap of faith, I know it's going to turn to shit. That's the mentality. I know I'm going to wreck it. I know someone's going to try and destroy my vision. But here underneath the deck, have faith with the Hierophant. Have faith that your pathway, that the things you're doing is starting to look up. Because right now you're looking down and you're like, I ain't going to do that bungee jump. The bungee jump of doom. You know, I'm not going to jump off this cliff and think that that rope's going to actually bounce me back. I think that the rope's going to drop, it's going to snap, and that would just be my luck. But you see that? That's like, how do I describe that? Unsupportive, unloving thought forms, which you really don't need right now. Because here, you have turtle energy and challenge, or in reverse. But this is exactly who you are. You are a turtle. And turtles are beautiful energies. And this is saying I'm a turtle too. I take my time. I stop chasing. I attract. You know, I go with the flow of my energy. I follow where I'm called. Everything I need. And this is something that my friend said. The reason why you resonate with turtle energy is because wherever you go, you've got your home with you. And home is where the heart is, right? The challenge for you is to open up your heart without fear, without doubt, without feeling distrust or mistrust for the world. Turtle energy, turtle power. Live life gracefully. Okay? And then you have that gratitude and challenge. But I can, like I said, you have very valid reasons. I understand why it would be hard to have faith, to trust, to just learn to slow the process down and just be you, slow and gentle, moving through your space, your time naturally. And here with gratitude it says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it represents. Because the life that you have is the only life that you're going to have. You don't get another life, or not consciously in or awareness of, you don't get to have another life as you, Faith. Right? And so, as we learn, we're mortal and we ain't here for very long. And slowly but surely, if we get older and we don't live to our soul's expression, we will find it very hard to get into a state of gratitude where we appreciate being alive. So I used to go through this when I would ground, and I would have hard days, and I'd have to, because I go outside and I think about what went right for my day, and I bring forward that, and I'm thankful for it, right? But there's days where it's really hard, so sometimes I'm just grateful to wake up in the morning and take a deep breath, because I know not everybody woke up this morning and was able to take that breath. You know, it's just realizing, whoa, I could have been one of those ones that didn't wake up. And you may think, yeah, go into soul state, but this beautiful body that you have, this beautiful life, it's here for a reason. Simply time to appreciate it more. Bring love to yourself. Find out where you belong, which is with you, where your heart is. Trust and have faith in the universe to help and support you, to bring forward people, places, and resources, and share their attitude of gratitude with the rest of the world. All right. Thank you, Faith. Hopefully that helps you. I send that to you with lots of love and good intentions. And thank you very much. Whew. Thank you, Faith. You know, you're worthy. You're enough. Just live it. Like I said, it's sort of like there's that bad girl Riri. Let her get out there. Let her roam. Let her do her thing. I think it's just time for you to live unapologetically and feel empowered. Because I think naturally, if you move aside all the stuff that's gone wrong for you and look at what is actually going right, you may find a lot of empowerment within your own soul. So, I think you're good. I think the advice that I want to say for you is that your love life probably won't initiate into the way that you want until you actually start really loving yourself. Like I said, with the attitude of gratitude, bringing honor and connection to self puts you in the right vibration. Well, I don't know if it's right vibration, but it's like the right place, the right time to actually meet the right people. Because when we look down, it's like we're looking down, we're focusing on all this, what's not going right, what we don't have. We often miss doorways, opportunities, people in our path. And yeah, my only advice for that is to love yourself. Not always the message you want to hear, because sometimes we put love in the value, our valuable love in the hands of others where it doesn't belong. Okay. I've got you on my list, Mama Sal. Okay. Faith, thank you. Ben. Are you here, Ben? Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I actually don't do love readings, guys. I do soul readings. Soul readings are about bringing healing to you, helping you out of situations. Okay, awesome. Oh, that's Ben? Okay. Ben, and then me and a whole bunch of we is after Ben. And then Kitty, and then Mama Sal, alright? Okay, Ben, you know the drill. If you look, Ben. Good energy. Alright, Ben. Hope you've been breathing, grounding down. So I felt that really strong when I tapped in. Take 3 deep breaths, please. Breathing into your heart chakra and opening that up. Breathing into your crown chakra and opening that up as you exhale, because an open heart and an open mind receives blessings from the universe. Breathing down into the energy, grounding down, and going into a state of relaxation. You can feel free to keep your eyes closed or open them whenever you're ready. I'll create the safe space. They're like, Ben's here. Sorry, Ben. I got some kind of spiritual team tonight, and they're like dropping bombs for me, like jokes and stuff. It's like, Ben's here. You know, like, oh, hey, Ben. Sorry, inside joke. For me. Okay. Asking your spiritual team for guidance from your higher self for your highest good. And I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions. Okay, Ben. Okay. Ben. Emotional intelligence. That's the word that came forward before. Emotional intelligence, because, okay. Going to be hard. I'm trying to word it in an articulate way because I'm getting hits. So it's like this. Okay, you need to sort out your heart, Ben. The way you feel about things. What they're asking for is emotional intelligence so that you're not amplified when you have feelings for someone, so that it doesn't either A, take away from your energy, or B, diminish your energy in a negative emotional way, where you're sitting inside my head, laughing at what I said, come on, girl. I just messed that up tonight. Sitting inside my head, laughing at what I said. Come on, girl, let's have another toast. You might think I'm dead, laughing at my expense. It's Sitting Inside My Head by, what is that? Frick. What is that band called? Yeah, so anyway, I felt that anyway. You literally, because I connect with you really, really easy. When I was trying to give AM, boom, you were stepping in. That's what they were saying. Ben's here. Ben's been here for a while. Ben has very strong intuitive gifts yet to be discovered. But really needing to settle here so that here doesn't start clocking over too fast. Because I think like it's not that you sit in memories. You sit in thoughts. It's like, okay, I don't want to give it all away, make you feel weird or embarrassed. But I do this thing, okay? And I used to do it quite a lot when I was not in my awakened space. And I would create scenarios and conversations with the people that I cared about or someone in particular that I have romantic feelings for. And I would create scenarios in my mind. And I would talk about them to them, and I would think about what they would say and I would answer it, literally having a full conversation and creating almost like a memory. And we have to understand that it's almost like your mind, right? We all know this, doesn't really discern the difference or doesn't know the difference between a memory, a thought, or reality. So when we do that, we create like the multiverse, different parallels to our realities, because we can do that whether we know that consciously or not. We can create different, we can fracture ourselves off into different spaces, like fractal, you know, the mirrorverse, that kind of stuff, and create other versions of us and other in all these different aspects. And I used to do that a lot, and the downside to that is that it actually attracts negative energy. And we don't want that, do we? Super Groove, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Otherwise I'd be sitting there going, who sung that song? Who sung? I actually know the words. I actually know all the words to that song, but I can only repeat what I hear, and then everything kind of fades out, because it's that initial bit that I'm only supposed to receive. It's sort of like mine works like a radio station. So if you can think, I'm like just tuning into people's radio stations and I hear different songs. So let's pull some cards here. Let's pull some cards for Ben, please. Ben. Oh my gosh. King of Cups. That's what I saw in my mind too. And also what I saw when I pulled the cards apart to shuffle. So weirdly enough, he jumps out again. Emotional intelligence. That is the King of Cups. He has mastered his emotions. He's not afraid of like feeling things. And he knows that also feeling things allow him to heal things too. He's at peace with himself. I think that's where you need to go. Just find a peaceful space, a sanctuary, and just relax and let your heart do all the thinking. Cobra. Yeah, the king is it's a sense of mastery. And then you've got this Cobra energy, which is the teacher awakened. Let's pull out a soul card for you. Ben. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Your intuition is starting to open up. You're starting to see things. Aren't you? You're starting to see things, but in the same respect, it also is or feeling connected to something external to you, for sure. Okay, so King of Cups. I love this card. I feel like this is a good vision to have for yourself. Getting in touch with your heart chakra, getting attuned to more peaceful momentum. Peaceful is a key word for you right now. Quietening the mind and opening the heart, because in that space you can actually receive a lot of blessings. But like I said, intuitive space as well. I feel like at this point, it's like, for me, I want to say acceptance. You're starting to accept that you're starting to feel more drawn to this, but to understand truly what your intuition's saying, or if it's not intuition, if it's just a feeling, one has to be at peace with themselves. That's why I always ground down into the energy. I bring myself into balance, you know, and that's what the King of Cups does. He just sort of like gets zen, you know, gets really zen, really pieces out, and in a good way, and just is okay with being in his own element, which is the ocean. And the ocean, or the water, is like, it's like cleansing, it's nourishing, it's soothing, it represents emotions, and it also represents intuition. And I would say maybe a higher calling or spiritual awakening has initiated, or the next level. And let's read the Cobra, which is fire energy. Fire. Da-da-da. No, I gotta find it. Cobra. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches over. I don't know why I can't read right now. I need to wear my glasses. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher, and manifests externally to those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know-it-all, egocentric, to bring into balance, taking a class or study. Taking a class seems really like it. I just like, take a class. Yeah, it seems like that. Or just learning something to take you into a space of mastery. You know, you might want to take some meditation classes. Go to one. I don't think that's very bad for anyone. I think learning to meditate and learning the patience to meditate are very, very valuable. But modern times, people don't like to get zen. People don't like to, well, actually, people are moving towards that. I have to stop saying it. But no one wants to meditate for an hour. Most of the time, they want to meditate for 5 minutes. And it's sort of like for you to really get to a space of tranquility or serenity. I'm using those words in particular because it feels like you really need to smooth out some kind of emotional situation. Like I said, it is referring to it again, to really get into a peaceful space here. So when we bring our thoughts to our heart and we process our energy through the heart space, we get more truth and more reality, but also we get more solutions. And you probably will find it hard to access it if you're in turmoil in your mind. So it's like, that's why they're saying bring it down to the heart, because the heart is truthful. It doesn't have any agenda other than to allow you to grow and keep you alive. It's sort of like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like your best friend. It's like your best friend. They're gonna be like coming into your house, eat your food, but then they're gonna sit down and tell you, you need to go look after yourself. Stop being an egg and go and look after yourself. And your heart will say that, but your mind is like, you're pretty, but not all the time. It's sort of like, it tells you what you want, but behind it, it's got an agenda. So you have to be mindful of where you're connecting to, or even the kind of advice you're seeking from people, because not everybody will have the right intention towards you. So there may be someone in your energy that may be sabotaging a situation, but smiling to your face. Just be mindful of that, because it's weird that it came in that way. But you'll know who it is. You know, as soon as I said that, if there's someone like that in your life, you went straight to that person. You would think, oh no, it's not that person, but you already know. And then your last card was service. I feel good when I can help others. Yeah. For me, it all just screams higher calling. And the thing about the King of Cups is that he's part of a healing duo, which is the Queen of Cups, which is, like I said, you might be connecting with people, places that allow you to get in touch with a better version of you, even, and maybe taking a class or studying, or just earn while you learn. That's what I just said. Going into a space of mastery, with that Cobra as well, and the King of Cups, and then going into service, which is maybe, I don't know why I'm hearing building, rebuilding, something to be better. So service, I feel good when I can help others, but first help yourself. First get to your safe space, you know, that circle of light, that shield of light. Create that safe space in you. Go there, visit there, set up shop there, you know, and get in touch with yourself and bring everything back to balance, so that you're not sitting inside your head, reliving moments or creating new thought patterns that are not beneficial for you. But yeah, bright future coming. State of transformation with that Cobra as well. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. But thank you, Ben. Hopefully that makes sense to you or helps you at this time or in the future. And I send that to you, lots of love and good intentions. And thank you again. Okay, me and a whole bunch of we. Sorry, Ben. And then when I tapped into you, he's like, oh, Ben's here. It's interesting that they said it that way, like an old friend. You're very welcome. Yeah, they're just saying get right, Ben. Just get right. Get it, not get it right, but get right within you. That way, I just want to say it that way. She can't hurt you. That's what I want to say today. All right, me and a whole bunch of weeds. Okay, just gonna give these a shuffle. And then it's Tickle, Kitty, Tickle Bum, Kitty, and I've got Mama Cell. All right, okay, guys. Okay, me and a whole bunch of we. I actually like your name, so it caught my attention. It just reminds me of me and all my kids. I got a whole bunch of kids. It's what kind of remind me. All right. So me and a whole bunch of we. If you'd like to take 3 deep breaths, breathing into your heart chakra, holding it for just a moment, and then slowly and deeply breathing that out, opening and expanding the heart chakra. Breathing into your crown chakra, holding that for a moment. Yeah, you definitely have some stress there. And then breathing out slowly and deeply, opening and expanding your crown chakra, because an open heart and mind receives. And grounding down into the energy. Breathing out all the way down to the navel. Bit of tension there too, that's okay. Just take an extra breath or two if you want, as to you get really grounded and relaxed. Get into a state of relaxation, and I'll create that safe space. Oh, there's pieces of you all over the show. Okay. I'm going to ask for spiritual guidance from your spiritual team. I probably said that wrong, but it's okay. Guidance from your spiritual team, from your higher self, which is the you that observes all you in time, space, and dimension. In all time and space and dimension. And for your highest good. I send this to you with lots of love and good intentions. Okay. So, okay, I'm just going to tell you what I initially saw when you came into my circle of light. So what I do is that I kind of just echolocate you, right? Like in a GPS you. And I pull your energy into my circle of light because it protects me from any external forces or negative things that are around you, and only allows in what is good. And the thing is, you came in pieces, and I don't mean in a negative way, but there was a really strong time in your life where you got cut to pieces, literally. And those parts, not all the parts have healed. But I'm also getting you know, the people external to you too. It's not just you. It's a mix. But it's sort of like, how do I describe that? I would really have to tune your root chakra, for sure. That is feeling very, you need healing there. So, okay, so I've just asked how can I sort of like initiate this energy? So all they're asking is that you place your hands over your root chakra, very easy, which is, you know, down there. And you just send loving intention and healing to the space in a clockwise fashion. So if you can just imagine the energy spinning in a positive action, because this is an energy center. And the root chakra is really important because it connects us to the earth, to our ancestors. It's literally if you can imagine that you're a tree and healthy roots create a healthy tree, and sweet fruit, you know, grabs the nutrients. So I'm just clearing out any space energetically where you have trauma, and that seems to be the main center. Though you have sacral as well, and a little bit in the crown chakra, but I mean those will naturally attune once you start moving with the right root chakra energy. And it's just energy, it's simply energy, and you can do this to yourself whenever you're feeling a little bit less than or low vibrational, or not feeling worthy. Because the words that I got when you came into my energy was that I don't feel worthy. And the thing is, well, it's probably because your energy centers aren't moving the way they should to bring in that positive, beautiful energy for you to use in a progressive and efficient way. Another good suggestion is literally you sitting with your butt on the ground and welcoming in loving and supportive energies into your body, letting it flow up through the root chakra, up through your body, through each chakra, lighting it up as it goes up, right up to the crown chakra, and letting that energy just flow out, up and around. So we're just doing a lot of energy work with you right now, and letting that torus of energy flow between you and your chakras. And in that you get to fight off many different negativities or trauma and pain that may be sitting in your body, in your memories, in your spirit, in your soul, in your mind, and just transmuting them all into light and love. I am worthy. I am enough. I belong. I am safe. I am loved. I am protected. And I am blessed. We're just holding the space at this time. This is something that they wanted to do for you. I don't know if this is something that you know of or do already. Or they're just wanting to bring in They just said this, how can we bring in abundance if your doorways are not open to receive them? Okay. Any messages besides healing? So, I don't know, they just suggested that you needed a little extra. You may have trauma there or holding trauma there. And that's completely normal. We all sort of have something, you know. I was asking you to release it so that you can actually get into the right alignment, because it feels like I want you to be successful. I want you to do what you need to do, but we need to move the blockages so that you can get there. It's like for me, I always talk about me being grassroots, you know, grassroots tarot, because I like to keep things down to earth. And it seems similar for you too. But you have to make sure that your connection to the earth is clear. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, you're beautiful like a diamond in the sky. Eye to eye, you and I. You're beautiful like a diamond in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. Illumination. Your pathway to the light will be cleared. You will find your way very easily now. Light is also information. It's not just actual light. There's light activation, awakening dormant skill sets, abilities. And it's not just psychic or intuitive. Sometimes it's creative, sometimes it's healing, sometimes it's melody, sometimes it's art, sometimes it's writing, sometimes it's nurturing. They just wanted me to hold the space. I see, can I pull cards now? I send love to that space. I send love to all your chakras. I ask them to align themselves and balance themselves. I ask them to open and work healthily, efficiently, and effectively in your life. All right. Cards. Well, I don't want cards now after that. Holy moly. You're getting cards. You're getting cards. They just wanted to hold space just a little bit longer. The Knight of Cups, a message of love coming forward. The messenger of love coming forward. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Just the message, it hits sometimes in different spaces for me, because I know this. You got the Knight of Cups coming forward. This is the messenger of love. This is a love coming forward for you, either in a person or in an insight or in a feeling, in an emotion, in a wave, in a song. It comes forward in any which way, signs and synchronicities, things aligning so that you can actually see or feel that there's love around you right now. Because the words I want to say, and it's something that I repeat to myself a lot when I feel unworthy, is that I am safe. That was a key word for me when I first started to heal myself. I went to see a healer and she says, Sonia, you are safe. And as soon as she said that, I started bawling my eyes out, because I never, ever, ever felt safe around anyone my whole life until I decided to heal. And so I always say I'm safe because it's priority for me to feel safe. I always say I am loved because I know the great, beautiful universe loves me 100%, wants me to be successful. I know that I am protected because they look after me, they have my back, they work for me, and I know that I am blessed. Because in doing that action and believing and co-creating with the universe, I receive all the abundance that I need. And yeah, it may not be in the ways that you feel that abundance is, but somehow, some way, it comes in the way you need it. And with this message of love, it'll come to you in the way that you need it, in a way, and I'm going to set the intention in this energy, in a way that you will understand, whether that's a person, an insight, a song, a memory, or a connection. Okay? Because I feel like love, yeah, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Yeah. And you too. And here you have bear energy in reverse. So there's a challenge here of actually coming to the awareness, because this really for me is like that slow awakening to a spiritual pathway. You know, it's sort of like coming out of that hibernation phase. So I've got my eyes closed because I don't want to lose it. Coming out of the hibernation period and actually awakening to the light. You know, it's almost like I went to bed and it was like winter, and then I started waking up around spring. You know, it's like that. Like I just step out of all the hardship, and just sort of like, it's okay. Yeah. There's a lot that you want to black out or keep down. It doesn't serve you keeping it down. It's like swallowing a hard pill that just keeps coming up or getting stuck. Eventually you're going to have to drink a cup of water to flush it out. That water being emotions. And let it process the way it needs to, all the way down and out. Right? Even if you think about that biologically. So, okay. But the bear, we're going to read the bear. Why not? It is of the earth energy. Bear spirit. It is in reverse, so yeah, okay. Waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of the spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles. But you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes and the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. Okay, we're a bit worried about that. We're a bit worried about that and challenge. But when in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. To bring into balance movement and exercise. Yeah, they're just showing me making circles with your hips. That helps loosen up the heart, the root chakra. We start with the grassroots first, because opening up that heart chakra, it ain't no fun if all these other chakras are out of alignment. Okay, so that'll bring up more and more and more. And so with this particular card, it is pretty much what I said. You might be resistant to a spiritual message or a spiritual energy or a spiritual pathway, or even just fully unaware that you're going through a spiritual healing or spiritual awakening. Spiritual. Okay, so if you've been here this whole time, this is something I said earlier, but you were born into a healing journey. We've been healing since we were young, since we were born. And we're actually spiritual by nature. It's just that our society only covets the physical, not the actual spiritual or energy bodies that we have. We have more than one body. They just exist around and within. So it's like learning that you're now becoming more in touch or attuned with the inside of you instead of the outside. And your card is forgiveness. All right. So they said, move along, Sonia. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And it is literally being blocked by that beer. And I feel like forgiveness is really, really hard when you have valid reasons to have it or to not have it for someone. But in forgiving things, you may find that it leads to better places for you, and it unblocks the spaces that allow you to be successful, that allow you to thrive, that allow you to move into places that support you, that nurture you, because you need some nurturing. I'm not even joking with your cards slowing me down, slowing down my vibe, because you need that. Probably not something you want to acknowledge openly. I'm so sorry they just put you on like TikTok live and started pulling out all your stuff, but it's for your benefit, because in the end, forgiveness is your doorway to releasing and letting go so that you can live life with love in it. And they just said, oh boy, if you realize what love really feels like, you'll wonder why it took you so long to get there. All right, so thank you very much. Me and a whole bunch of we. I send it to you lots of love and good intentions, and I hope that helps you. Okay. Kitty, are you still here? I'm so sorry. I know I've talked my butt off. Oh, thank you. Hi, Virgo. Thank you for coming in. Thank you to all my lovely mods. Yeah. And I'll tell you this. Once you start forgiving things, forgiving people, forgiving yourself, forgiving it, it gets easier. It gets lighter. And you move into places that are better. Me too. I send it to you with lots of love. I truly do. And I hope that really helps you. All right. Thank you, me and a whole bunch of we. Okay. Katie, oh, okay, awesome. One step at a time. How did I start? Okay, I had a heart chakra awakening. That was the first one. That's how I know that if you don't open the the root chakra and turn it and attune it into a way that's a lot more beneficial to you, when your heart chakra decides to open and you ain't prepared, it is painful. So I started by walking. I walked every day for weeks, and I cried and I talked to myself and I talked to the universe, and I talked about everything to whoever was listening. I mean, while I'm along my walks, I looked crazy. I pretended I was like, on earphones, blah, blah, blah. And I cried for weeks to release all this pain and trauma I had. And in those steps, I started really connecting with energies, and insights started coming in. So it's sort of like, if you can just think about it, I'm just going to walk towards my path, and the right insights and knowledge will come forward to me, because I deserve it to come forward to me now. I deserve to receive signs, synchronicities that lead me to the right people, places, and pathways. I deserve this in my energy, because I'm doing what I've been asked to do, what I'm here to do, which is learn to heal and live and love and experience. So it's like learning to shift the mind into a way that says you can instead of you can't. That takes a lot of rewiring and time and dedication, but one step forward at a time. Why have I been chosen for this? Why wouldn't it be you? Why wouldn't it be you? Okay, I've got Kitty, so I'm going to get into Kitty. If you've been chosen for this, for a spiritual pathway, for something amazing, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Lean into it. Be about it. What is it? What did Beyonce say? Be about it. I think half of the pain, trauma, and suffering actually happens when we resist our pathway and we go the opposite way, where we're afraid of it. Spirit asks us to release our fear and surrender to it, but surrendering isn't like giving everything over till you've got nothing. Surrendering is allowing them to support you and falling into the embrace of what love truly is. A spiritual awakening is how we learn to cope with the changes in the energies and the frequencies that are asking us to change and evolve. I believe spirituality is a coping mechanism in some way, shape, or form for many of us that is more beneficial than the ways that society tells us to cope. But true spirituality is not in some kind of box or an elite space. It is nature, it is nurture, it is you connecting to who you really are, which is a being on this earth, a human being, a child of the earth. That includes plants, that includes animals, all the life forms. Not all of them are pretty, but not all humans are pretty either. But everything has value here. And it's when you learn to connect to that understanding of each species, each of them having a value to this earth, then you start changing how you feel. So spirituality actually leads you to your true nature, your true self, your truth, your true knowing. It awakens many things, because we went into the 3D dimension head first, and we got concussion and we forgot. We forgot. We forgot. And now it's the time of remembering. So if you're being asked to move into a spiritual pathway, it's because it's time to remember who you are and truly value what you have before it's gone. Okay, Kitty. Kitty, if you'd like to take 3 deep breaths, breathing into the heart chakra, slowly and deeply, and expanding it as you exhale. just visualizing it opening up, or light, or something where it moves outwards. Okay, breathing into the crown chakra. Ooh. Feel a little bit of activation going on in there in the crown chakra. Felt a little bit of pressure there though, so some kind of information's been coming in, probably upgrades. Opening up your crown chakra, because an open heart and an open mind receives. Grounding down into the energy. Breathing all the way down to the sacral. Going into a state of relaxation. Now create that safe space. Yep, you're here. Okay, good. I'll ask your spiritual team for guidance from your higher self, which is the you that observes you in all space, time and dimension, for your highest good. Okay. I'm going to send this message to you with lots of love and good intentions. Okay, you might have a visitor. It might be someone around you, an energy that's around you. So we just got to go into the space. I don't usually like to do this on the live, but I'm going to acknowledge someone standing over here. They drew me to them, but they're just here to hold space and or support. So this may be a loved one. I'm going to say guessing in the grandma space, because it's on the feminine side of me. Definitely older. And may have been with you for a while. More like a support guide, you know, sort of like okay, yeah. Okay, I get it. Like a guardian, because you're activating in a spiritual space. So it's sort of like for me, you know, like for me, if I'm interacting with negative energies, my grandmother will come forward and support me to hold the space for me. So it's similar energy for you too, but she comes to this side for me. So it's just interesting that I'm getting that on a feminine side, or the touching. That's one thing I'll never get used to. Is when you get in close contact, you feel their energy sort of like little, like this, like little touches. Okay. Solar plexus energy. Okay, I'm just going to say this really, really quick, and I don't know if it makes sense to you, but she's asking me to tell you not to feel guilty about something, because I felt my stomach went really, really heavy and dense. So, you know, there's usually shame, blame, guilt, or fear. So at first I felt like, oh, do I have to release some fear? But I think it's just a little bit more like, you know, don't feel guilty for something. Actually, yeah, I know. So what I've learned is this. For me, it's just the way that I process energies, okay? I would say there's probably more than one energy in this room right now with me, but that's okay. You know, we reach out with love, we receive love. That's just how it works when it comes to interacting with spirit. But it's like this. I can only tell you what I can tell you. I can't tell you too much, which is really annoying and frustrating. Because my whole thing is, and this is something I've heard from my own spirit guides, is what's the value in telling you everything? What's the value in giving you every single detail, every single step to take so that you don't make mistakes? There is no value there. There is no lesson learned. And so they help and guide us, but never force us into their more set tasks or agendas. I don't think agenda is the right word. No, not the right word. Areas of expertise. Thank you. And as a right, as a guide spirit, I'm going to say that guide spirit, or a guardian spirit, it just is like, you know, like I get a little bit sad because I feel it. You're just projecting an image of when you're feeling a little bit down and out. It's a weird thing I want to say to you, but it's almost like when you're lying there, you might be feeling a little bit down and out. You might be like sort of wrapping a blanket around you. It's almost like she's rocking backwards and forwards with you on her lap, and she's just rubbing the top of your head. So I don't know if you actually feel like little touches on the top of your head from time to time when you're feeling sad, or tender little taps on the face. Usually when it's on the face, it's or head, it is someone close, because usually your other spiritual teams, or you know, guardian angels, whatever, ancestors, they don't let anybody close unless A, they have a lot of power, or they're actually good for you. So yeah, but it's almost like you know, like when you're feeling down and out, this particular energy brings in support. That's her whole role. It's not to give you knowledge, it's not to lead you on your path. She simply supports you in your heavier times. So if she's here, you've probably gone through something a little bit heavy recently or currently. And she's like, yeah, that's, you know, I'm here. I'm here just so you know. But that's because I can sense you, because I've got myself wide open. But sending lots of love in that same respect. But that whole, you know, sort of like, you know, yeah, don't you worry about a thing kind of energy. It's like you know how sometimes we get these, like we're lying there, we're feeling sad, and then there's this voice that goes, you know, it's going to be okay. It's literally like that, just whispers, sweet little whispers, like a very nurturing energy. Okay. And I just want to give you a big hug and send my love to you, all right? In this space. Okay, and she's also mentioning she's here because, okay, if I can feel this right, because like I felt that when I tapped into your crown chakra, that you're actually getting a lot of, you're leaning more into it now, more into your intuitive space, or just like opening up the mind's eye to receive a lot more signs and synchronicities. So you might be just noticing a whole bunch. Even in a heavy time, you seem to notice it because someone's holding the space for you. Okay. They've been really protecting you right now. They've had to bring in a lot of protection. I feel like there's someone that's been quite negative in your reality. Almost, I feel like I want to say verging on being threatening towards you, or aggressive, and they're like not happy with this, and maybe very concerned because, like I said, it feels like they're gathering, or there might be more than one here, but I'm only acknowledging the one I sense. Yeah. I'm not really happy about this person. This person seems to have a pattern of behavior, and they want you to recognize that as well. Like they'll go through a really good phase, you know the pattern. They're like, she knows. Go through a really good phase, lasts a wee while, and then this person rolls back around into the other side. This person has a lot of unhealed trauma. Trauma could be many things: mental trauma, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma. They got bad juju, so they want you to be careful. If this person is not in your awareness, there's someone on the outside that's not sending you good intentions. Let's just put it like that. Okay, that's why they've been sort of pushing you towards more of a spiritual path, or leaning or being called to it a lot more, because that's the only way you're really going to pick up the right signs, cues and synchronicities that are going to lead you out of spaces where, negative things could either happen to you. I'm not saying that in the right way, but like negative situations like confrontation, or just feeling unsafe at times. I don't know, this person doesn't feel very good, but yet they come across as being good. It's weird, your typical narcissist like that, but they're like they just said no retreat, no surrender. Like these people go hard. This person goes hard. Yeah. But yet again, the pressure. Yeah. I feel a little bit heavy too. I feel a little bit like lower in my vibration when I tap into your energy. I do feel like that's why we're here, right? You've been going through something a little bit heavier than normal, something that you would usually be able to transmute or overcome, but they've had to bring in extra support. So let's pull some cards before I get too stuck in that. So just acknowledge your energies. Okay. So you got 2 cards come out. Right. Cobra that jumped out. Snake. This is snake. Yeah. Red flags. Like I'm saying, someone has been showing you red flags, literally waving it in your face, but you might be really struggling to see. I don't know if this is making sense for you, but you may not be really seeing what's truly there. You see that? See these crows around you? You would think that these crows are wrapping this person up, but they're actually trying to unwrap you from connections that are blinding you. Blinding you? That's not the word. That's not the right. That are stopping this from growing. Okay. So like I said a few readings back, that some people with a lot of light, okay, it's like spiritual warfare going on there. So a lot of people are getting caught into spiritual awakenings, and that's because the light is drawing you forward, because right now we need everybody to start moving into that collective vision of bettering the future, right? We need to move into that space, and people need to be in a space of awareness. So we're waking up from deep slumber, but in the same respect, we're having forces that like this heavy, dense 3D world exactly how it is, where the main energy is fear and less love. More fear, less love. This is the dark forces, right? Or the dark energies or people, And so it's almost like for every time you start opening up your inner light, you're getting a lot of either bad connection, like even a sign like if you getting no signal on your phone, bad Wi-Fi, dropping in and out, like there's some kind of energy distortion around you. Definitely acknowledging that. And this is why you've got Nana over here stepping in like a blanket of protection. I'm going to say Nana because she seems really old to me. At least her soul might be really old. But over here we have the Eight of Swords, which is my mental mind flux card. Paired up with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So Queen of Pentacles is my Beyonce card. So Beyonce, before she was really sort of like not really liked on TikTok because of this last album, but like she used to be the work hard and get the rewards kind of energy. You haven't been able to relax. You haven't been able to relax. You haven't been able to relax because you got this cobra going, red flags, red flags. I don't feel like it's as dramatic as it feels right now in your energy. But it seems to be important for me to acknowledge this energy, because even though Cobra is a really good, this is a life lesson you're going to have to learn, and sometimes we learn it the hard way. But whatever's happening right now, it's not allowing you to grow at all. It's trying to restrict your growth. And that is welcoming in, when we go into a mental mind flux, we're stuck in memory loops, we're welcoming in parasitic thought forms. And then you've got your spiritual team over here trying to work extra hard to keep you safe. That's because they're aware there is negative or toxic energy around you. And it's not allowing you to be who you would truly be, which is the Queen of Pentacles, which is very much about growth, nurturing, abundance and all that. It's putting you into a state of lack, kind of. Okay, and then we got this Cobra energy jumping out at me, and even though this is a positive card, this seems like this is the red flag to me. It is literally red. And looking at me like... Yeah. I just heard Belle Biv DeVoe. Now you know. That girl is poison. Seeing something strange in eyes. Situation is serious. Kick it 'cause we're running out of time. She drives me out of my mind. That's why that girl's so hard to find. Can't get her out of my head. Kiss and love. That girl is poison. Yeah, because the reason, sorry, I just had to let that go into full thought and insight. But it's almost like that the cobra's up in a defense mode, wanting to actually have a go at me. Like, you know, sort of like up in defense, like it wants to bite me. And then I realize bite is about poison. And then I get that confirmation song, which is that girl is poison. And I can't stop moving. It's weird. It's like my whole energy just got really agitated. So the only thing I can bring forward as your spiritual guidance right now is welcome more supportive energies in to protect you and keep you safe from whatever energy seems to be circling you right now. Whatever sort of like negative thought forms are coming in, send them home. Like, you know, it's like if you're thinking something bad or thinking something negative, you say, I send this energy to wherever it belongs, because this does not belong to me. I do not own this thought. I do not agree with this thought, and I send this thought back to where it belongs, because it feels like someone's putting things in your head. Even with this, you know, like the Queen of Pentacles, if you have a look here, this is a very strong card that represents like thought forms branching out. You see that? Extending out from the mind. And it's sort of like, are you leaning towards loving and supportive thought forms, or are you leaning towards negative parasitic thought forms that create poisonous fruit? Poisonous fruit is bad, and bad for your health and negative for people to eat from, including yourself. This is bad for your health, is what I'm saying, or energy. So they're saying, yeah, I'm going to let it go. And then you got courage in reverse as your spiritual guidance. And I'm going to read the message. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. But it's in reverse. And I'm only feeling a little bit down because I feel like right now it's really hard to find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Because whatever's going on in your energy isn't allowing courage to grow, isn't allowing anything to grow, anything. Not in a good way. So yeah, okay, thank you. Clear your energy, cleanse your energy, get grounded. Okay, spiritual hygiene. So we all know about spiritual hygiene, hopefully. We're grounding, we're letting go, we're releasing daily. We're bringing ourselves into balance. We're welcoming in energies that help us, that love us, that support us. And spiritual hygiene, for me, I do it 2 times a day. I do it first thing in the morning. I go out, I ground, I do my karakia. I bring in positive intentions for the day. And then I do it at night where I go into the attitude of gratitude. I bring appreciation for what went right in my day. I acknowledge anything that doesn't belong to me, any residual energies that I've got attached to me, any thought forms that don't belong to me or don't serve me. I release them back to the earth and transmute them into love. And I do this every day because I'm sensitive. You're sensitive. You're either picking up on people around you or people around you's energy. So this may not be someone directly at you, but you may be talking to someone, you may be interacting with someone who has this energy going on around them, and you're absorbing it. So just be mindful of that energy as well. And if you're jumping to the aid of another, just be mindful that you may get put in situations where you're going to have to defend yourself, because whatever energy they're in, it ain't good. And I didn't want to take that. But really finding the strength here to have courage. I feel like that's like either saying something, expressing something towards someone, some kind of truth. Hey, you need to keep your negative, low vibing energy away from me. Or, set up boundaries, and that allows you to be more courageous and safe within your own energy, because it feels like something's seeping in, and I don't like it for you at all. Yeah, something's trying to block your energy from natural flow. And I would just say, yeah, spiritual hygiene, get into listening to some high frequency energies, bringing in karakia or prayer for all those that are international. That brings in great intentions for yourself, asking for extra protection if it's needed at this time, but also keeping your heart open, because it's the heart that actually transmutes negative energy as well. Sorry, Tickle Bum, I know that. Oh, sorry, Kitty, I know that came in, and we probably didn't want to hear that, but yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, and then we've got Mama Cell, my lucky last for the night. Hopefully you're still with me. No. Oh, well, yeah. Not something that's always, easy to take on. But, dark phases are growing phases. If you're going through stuff and it sucks, it's a dark phase, and it's just time. Instead of trying to act like I said, if you just are all light, it's imbalancement. But you have to learn that you need both in order to grow. Just like the seed goes into the ground before it reaches up for the light. And you're going through stages of transformation, and it's not easy. We become more sensitive, more heavier in our energy, more dense. And when we're sensitive and we're going through transformation and transition or anything like that, we're more vulnerable to negativity in the world. But yeah. Yeah, sorry. That's part of reality too. Like spirituality is not just dealing with high vibration, even though it's easier up there. Most healers emerge from darkness. Most healers go through negative times. And most spiritual people you've ever met hit rock bottom. So they've set up shop down there I'm not afraid to deal with negative energies, because, well, I just don't like it for Kitty to be going through trials and tribulations. I don't like any of you going through that. I just wanted hers to be a lot more upbeat, but sometimes you got to get the real deal when it comes to your reality, and sometimes it's not always positive. Sorry about that. I am coming back on Thursday. I'm on Thursday and Sundays. Tuesday, Thursdays, Sundays. I'm going to try and do some daytime ones for my international followers and supporters, but my time is really, really busy. I have a lot going on, so I can only come at set times. Oh, thank you, Tickle. Oh, I keep reading your name out, Kitty. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do Mama Cell as my lucky last. I would have probably done a little bit more, but I'm starting to feel it now, the drag. And I've been doing this since 7 o'clock, 20 past 7, and now it's nearly 11 o'clock, so, I'm getting there. But I do appreciate, I'd like to thank all my lovely mods, all the ones that come in, all the followers and supporters that come into my live, that share time with me, that like, follow, comment, gift. I appreciate you all. Yeah, 4 hours. And I haven't had dinner yet because I don't eat before my lives. So I'm going to do Mama Sal. Just let me know you're still here, or is she gone? Mama Sal? Yeah, it's a long time. I'm starting to get tired now, so it's a good time to... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, you're very welcome, cuz. I loved your energy. It was really good. No judgment to anyone that didn't have a positive reading. I don't hold judgment there. I know everybody that steps forward. We've got stories. We've got bags of stuff that we have, and this is a safe space to unpack. And I think Mama Sal's not here. I think she's gone. Thank you, Virgo. I'm just seeing if she's still here. Mama Sal? Yes, I do. I do private readings. On my Facebook page, I have, hopefully, I had a lady come forward. She couldn't find the book now or appointment tab. But if you go into my Facebook page and then you go along to services, you'll see what I do offer, which is $65 pre-recorded messages or an $85 1.5 hour reading with me, one-on-one, either via, what do you call it? Zoom, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, whatever's comfortable for you. And so I just thought I'd tell you the prices so you don't have to ask me in message how much do they cost. Yeah, you just make an appointment through there. I'm really, I try my best to get back to everybody, but you have to understand I actually do get a lot of messages and I don't always reply straight away, as I've got quite a large family as well. So I do this in my spare time. And yeah, but I do private messages. I don't have Facebook. Well, if you can actually go to my Instagram. I don't know if it's on my link tree, and just direct message me there, and it comes up on my Facebook. Hi, Bitterfruit. Yeah, if you actually join my message me on Instagram, and we can arrange something, but just give me some time to respond. Okay. But okay, I think Mama Sal's not here, and so I'm going to go to bed now, or so I'm going to go have some dinner. It's like 11 o'clock, 11:01, night time. Oh, thank you, Cheerily. Hey there, yeah, no, I'm finished now. True Soul Intuition. I've got the real True Soul Intuition on here because somebody was using my name. So just be mindful, guys. I will never reach out to you for or DM you about a reading about your ancestors unless I've directly said to you in a live that I'll message you afterwards or that you can connect with me. All my real social medias are in my link tree in my bio or profile or whatever you call it. Everyone says link in bio. And it has all my spaces. So I do readings. I do private readings on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. And if those days are not suitable, I will often open up on a Sunday afternoon as well. For people, yeah, True Soul Intuition. Though I'm probably looking at rebranding, because I looked up my name, True Soul, and there was like 5 million people called True Soul something. But True Soul was actually my gaming name, so I've just taken my gaming tag and actually made it my social media account. But thank you very much, and to Sarah O'Malley, thank you so much for your beautiful donation. I appreciate that. That was amazing. Yeah, because I'm actually a gamer. I love to game. It is my safe space. It is the place that I go to disconnect from spirituality. Sometimes we need a break. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm going to go to bed privately. Yeah. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm not going to go to bed. I'm actually going to go and have dinner first. Good night. Poor Maria. Take care, everybody. See you on Thursday. Thank you to my beautiful mods. I love yous and appreciate yous very much. Oh, where are we? Oh, I always get lost in here. It's like, let me go.